Test it, 1, 2, check. Can you got me now? We got.
Test 1, 2, test 1, 2. Alright, so we finally get the sound coming through. But it's jacked up.
Are these where they need to be?
Testing 1, 2, check, check. Testing 1, 2.
She wanna know how to pronounce my name, I'm like Zara. I'm picture perfect, I don't need a plan like Mariah. I'm making movies, I direct like I control the choir. I got it groovy, then they kick me out the church and higher. A rubber W made the cleanest change the club and flyer. Your baby mama told me that you not a good supplier. So I'm a father figure to Malik and Ananiah. I'm not the daddy, oh no, the devil is a liar. It's going down, but I can guarantee you, baby, we're at first they couldn't.
Testing 1, 2, check, check. Testing 1, 2.
I'm not the one who made me have to play Regina. I got a stupid friend that told me she believe in Jesus. I ain't come here to prove nothing. I've been woke before what's cool. And my father, y'all hit the snooze button. The close up, but I'm ice cold like I'm on a remake of Cool Runners. The same things I dream about are the same things that I do in public. No discussion. What you mean and what you mean? I can never snack or back up on my dream. All these rings got me feeling like a king. That's the news that he hit him with the screams. That's the stream. See it's mobbing. Once it's clean. Ain't no way I'll ever let you in between. Cause what you saying, what you mean, and what you mean. 2011 put the hammer on. Church clothes had the cannon on me, had a hands on. If they say I'm in Illuminati, keep an eye on. Years later, doing shows now.
Testing 1, 2, check, check. Testing 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Testing.
I'm just trying to talk that real and trying to put my feature on. Wanna see me fall, wanna see me go. Put it on, what you think I'm on? What you mean, what you really want? We've been out here working summer after summer. We working session after session, but we did a ton. We moving low key like we did a ton of shit. And haters, I don't see you on my Stevie Wonder. At your own way, you stay in your lane. You don't execute, you just hesitate. Now I play, you gon' miss your game. You too busy trying to regulate. What you mean, or what you mean? I can never slack or back up on my dream. All these dreams got me feeling like a king. That's the news that we hit 'em with the screams. That's the stream. See it's mobbing.
Testing 1, 2, check, check. Testing 1, 2. I can take these down a little bit. Testing 1, 2. Test, test 1, 2, 1, 2. Does that sound any better? How's that sound? Is that better? Okay.
That's why they call it God's country.
Testing 1, 2, check, check. Testing 1, 2. Let me know if this sounds any better. Testing 1, 2, check, check. Testing 1, 2.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Yellow Jacket Field.
Testing 1, 2.
Just give you a little more pop there. You were able to control a little more.
Testing 1, 2. Check. Testing
See
1, 2.
that best bump a little bit, that top one up where your constant feeds there.
Testing 1, 2. 1, 2. Check.
Yeah, we keep talking.
We'll keep talking, yeah, well.
So, I tell you, I'm sweating places that, what you grabbing knobs for? Oh, I sweat like I just ran a 5K.
I got a good lather worked up here.
Oh my goodness, I should have bought a sweat towel.
I know.
But,
Yeah.
like I told you, best got to it and do want fans in the car.
Yeah.
But, I wouldn't argue if she brought them up. Good afternoon. Oh, he missed it. He's out. Boy, got some blindsided and crushed. Gonna fill that. Oh, he's back up running flame. Gonna fill that one in the morning. Modified game of rugby going on with a real football. Looks like it's
Testing 1, 2. Now we're not getting it here.
so here we go. Let me ask this one. We had that on a while ago. is. We're still. Hey, he's got a signal on radio now.
All right, I got
But we're not getting a signal through the swing.
The audio going in mic 1 on the 18.
testing 1 2 check testing, see if we got it coming in better this time. Testing 1 2 check Mr. Wiles. Let us know if you're getting any video, any audio now. Testing.
Okay.
Testing 1 2.
What's our issue, Jim? I can't hear you.
He's got it, but it's not clear.
Adjust the gain. Testing 1 2.
Testing 1 2.
What does he listen to? Because we weren't even talking.
He's on a delay. Testing. Is that a little more volume?
Well,
Testing 1 2
we're
1
about
2.
maxed out.
Testing 1 2. Check. Testing 1 2
Hey, push the mains up, Jim. You still got plenty of gain there.
Testing 1 2. Test 1 2
Because we can turn our
Yeah.
1 or 2.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. We're maxed out over here. Maxed out here.
Okay, that's the wrong one there. Turn that up. Turn this down.
Testing 1 2.
Testing 1 2. What's wrong? I'm sweating, but I should not be. So master down. There we go. Now I can't hear myself, so I have to adjust back.
Testing.
Oh, I hear you, Mr. Jim.
Testing 1 2. Testing. Check.
Test 1 2. Good. Here you are, man.
Got you, man. All right. Testing 1 2 3. 1 2 3.
Yours says he's hearing it on the video, just a little muffled, but not terrible.
Testing 1.
I didn't know he was running live with it.
I neither.
Richard, we should have had a heads up on that one.
We might just be careful what we say.
Yeah, I was talking about sweating.
Testing 1
Had a
2.
perspiration.
Check. We got a hot muggy day in Rochelle, Georgia.
Yeah, we were inside with air conditioning sweating.
Let me hydrate a little bit here.
Yes, we realized that. No one had informed us of that. We got muddier.
The sound got worse.
That's what Gordon said. We're working on it. We're trying.
Testing 1 2. Check. Testing 1 2. Test 1 2. Check.
Well, you were tuned in, just kind of seeing us on here, getting some stuff down. Had a little bit of issue with communication.
Better.
There we go.
Testing. Yep. Testing 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Check. Testing 1 2. Still sound good. Everything hopefully still sounds good. We're getting better here, getting closer.
We're still about 15 minutes away based on lightning. The team's coming out to warm up again. Based on those clouds, Jim, that you are right. I'm a little concerned.
Yeah, there's some rough clouds off there. And but as we're driving up on my weather app, it was not showing any issues, but let's see what the radar says now.
Well, these are showers popping up here and there.
Yeah, we got showers pretty close by. And I've got another band moving in from.
You do you? Will says he can't hear anything now.
Can't hear anything now. That's any better now. Talk. Testing 1, 2, check. Live from Rochelle, Georgia. We are in a weather delay here and having a little bit of technical difficulties as we try to work through everything here. See if we can get this up and running and before we get to kickoff.
Barely, it's fuzzy. Testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Check. Testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Test. Test 1, 2.
Hey, we got you, Josh.
You already said that's better.
All right. I took the thumbs up. I took the volume down here.
Yeah.
Feeding out of the mixer into here.
Just had another person text said it sounds good now.
All right. We got the sound better.
Well, the music's turned down, it's better is what he said too. Oh Lord. I just lost me, Jim. Well, I'm still there, but I can better hear me, but I don't care at this point.
All right. Yeah, we took the main down a little bit.
He says better when we lower the crowd mix. We need to close them windows.
Is the sound on the camera? Okay. Yeah, we may have to close the windows, I guess, until they stop playing music.
Well, I mean, we can do that. Whatever we can take to get going.
Pull that window down.
Number 8's captain for Wilcox.
Ask me. All right, let's just check it again, see if that's better.
So he did. I just got it. It's perfect from two guys.
All right.
Let's roll. We're live. Let's go ahead and go.
All right. All right. Let's thank everyone for bearing with us as we try to work through this new setup here and get some new stuff underway here. This is Jim Sewell here alongside Chris Davis here in the broadcast booth. Josh Horton down on the sidelines as we're getting set to go live here. The captain's at midfield. And Chris, you got the captains for us?
47 for us.
Okay, Landon Robertson.
53
is Brian Rice.
Number 9
is Amari Mitchell.
And number 10,
Peyton Laney.
And for them is number 8.
Number 8 is Abe Stowe, quarterback.
So, we got here, we were getting set up, and a little bit of weather delay caused some issues, and as we were watching them, Wilcox got some good-looking kids, and
yeah.
Then we've come back out. We're just now finishing warm-ups. Looks like we're fixing to get behind the banner to come running through, Jim. Wilcox is lined up. The Patriots ready to enter this scrimmage game here. They'll be their first game at home this week.
Okay. So we're getting work through here, everything in this new setup. We appreciate everyone that's joined us here on the Jeff Davis High School YouTube page and those who are listening online on Network One Sports. We certainly appreciate your patience and bearing with us as we try to get things. Fortunately, we had a rain delay, so we haven't missed any action. But
and I'll tell you, Jim, this is something new we're doing this year. It's something we're offering it's through the school, allowing a bunch of students to get a lot of experience. But I'll tell you, if you missed out last night and did not get to watch the coaches show, you need to go back and catch it up this weekend, because it was the first production that we did in studio, and it was some great quality work for our students. It was the first time we actually put out a full product. We did the students, correct me wrong if I'm wrong here, Jim, the students did the commercials.
Students did the commercials, had quite several volunteers do the voiceovers, but the students went out and did the filming on the commercials, and when you see them on our broadcast, they look really, really good.
And so we thank our sponsors whenever we go through all that, but you also remember that this is high school students putting this product out here for you, and the experience that they're going to have, the resume that they'll build going in the future for the future jobs or college applications. This is a big undertaking for our high school and Richard Riles and his program, and there are a lot of other ones involved, but we are very excited for this venture tonight.
The jackets in white jerseys with navy numbers, navy pants, and of course a traditional navy helmet with the interlocking J.D. Wilcox in royal blue tops and bottoms, white numbers, gold trim, white helmets for the Patriots. And Chris, I just completely missed who won the toss.
Team with the most points. Hold on a second, I'll find out. Well, if it makes you feel any better, all the officials and everybody else up here missed it too. So
we all missed the coin toss. So we'll be surprised, everyone, to see which kicking team goes out on the field.
I think that might be a first. Out of 15 people standing up here, nobody saw who won.
That's right. The Jackets are going to be kicking off. They'll be going from our left to right.
We want offense first, Jim.
Oh, we're not kicking, so we're just going on offense. And these are starting out here with the young guys, mostly JV players. So we're going to try to get you some numbers here and get you some people. The ball is spotted at the 30-yard line. So Jackets will take it on offense first. We got number 12, Aiden Dent, starting at quarterback for the Yellow Jackets. We start out with the wing T offense, double wings on either side. We send a man in motion
off sides
and get a fumble recovered by the Jackets in the backfield as their nose tackle came through almost untouched. Tackled the quarterback almost before he had a chance to get rid of the football.
Yeah, Jim, I'm not too sure he wasn't through there before we even snapped it, but everybody's trying to get their bearings here. Of course, a little bit late start with the weather delay, plus putting the JVs in the scrimmage game.
Well, there was a fumble and recovered by Wilcox, so Wilcox will take over on offense.
I think we're doing are we running a set number place? Oh, no, they are swapping now.
They are swapping, yep. So,
well, Wilcox swapped. They made him run back off is what I was wondering.
So, number 4, Johnny Nutt, will be the quarterback for Wilcox County. He's got 3 wides, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Got a running back flanking him to his left. Snap out of the shotgun. Quarterback dropping back, looking to throw, coming deep down the near side. Got a man open.
Through his arms, number 13.
And in and out of his arms. That was Luis Buenelos.
Was able to, almost open right there in the corner of the end zone. Just was unable to haul it in, thankfully.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Patriots at the Jackets' 30-yard line. Again, 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Hand off to the fullback. He's going to dance through the hole. He gets some yardage, breaks through. He's got a 1st down and more. And down near the 15-yard line.
It's number 8 on the tackle with 16 on the carry.
Number 8 is Ian Griffin on the tackle. And Jacob Bolden on the carry for
Wilcox
County. Ball's on the far side hash. They put 2 receivers to the near side. Again, going to give it to the fullback. He's going to be hitting the backfield, steps out of it. Coming near side, he's looking for a block. He's going to stumble and go down at the 10-yard line.
45 tripped him up right there.
That would be Cody James on the tackle for the Yellow Jackets.
Fantastic job. It's just wondering why I'm calling out the numbers tonight. It's a little cramped up here, so we're having to split and share rooms.
So we're they got it first and goal in at the looks like the 9-yard line. Snap, play fake, going to take it inside, going to tuck it in. Quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to be into the end zone for a touchdown. So Wilcox County strikes first after the turnover. So they will line up to attempt the extra point. As well, this was not a regularly scheduled broadcast on our packet, but we wanted to run this scrimmage game to kind of get our feet under us and get all the kinks worked out. So the Wilcox is going to go for 2 here. Same 3 wide set. Fake the handoff, pump fake, throw to the corner of the end zone. Complete and in for the conversion. 8-0 Wilcox. We ready for commercial? So we're going to take a 60-second timeout. This is the Jeff Davis Hospital Sports Network.
We're back to the game.
Here live, this is Jim Sewell, Chris Davis, Josh Horton on the sidelines. Jackets now have the ball. The first, actually should be second down in about 5. Ball's on the Wilcox 35. They showing 1st and 5 over there. I think we had an offside penalty maybe.
Yes, sir, they jumped. Oh, we run into each
in the
other.
backfield, and the fullback's going to be tackled for a loss.
26, I think, is our fullback.
That would be, we don't have a 26.
Well, that's the jersey number he's wearing.
A loss on the play. Loss of 3 on the play. Going to move it back to the 33-yard line. Again, these are the JV players who are playing this first quarter. 9:50 remaining in the period as Wilcox County leads at 8-0. Man in motion. Again, we have a fumble, and looks like Wilcox has recovered the fumble once again. And so the Young Jackets having a good bit of trouble there trying to get things meshed on the offense here in the early going.
There's a few miscues, but all in all, I mean, line's still fired off. We'll check in here in a minute with our sideline reporter, Josh Horton. He's still with us this season. Josh, you hear us down there? Give us away. I see you getting ready, so we'll come to you in just a minute.
So Wilcox takes over at the Jacket 33-yard line. So a three receiver set out of the shotgun. They send one of the slot man in motion across formation. Step over the quarterback's head. He's going to have to dive on it back near midfield. And that is Deacon McDuffie now in at quarterback, but the center just stepped that about 3 feet over the quarterback's head. So it's going to be second down and long now. So just check in with our Southern Eye Care sideline reporter, Josh Horton.
Josh, you got us?
Josh, tell us what it looks like down there.
Just make sure we didn't cut him off. That's why I wanted to check. Call it, Jim.
All right. So Wilcox on the sweep, near side. Going to get the 45, skips out of the tackle, and finally brought down at the Jacket 35-yard line.
The hard hit by number 26 again, the mysterious one.
Yeah, the unknown player, number 26.
Oh, yeah. See if we can get, well, we're all the way up. I was just going to go. So, Josh, can you hear us?
Yes,
Try
sir.
you again? There we
Yes,
go.
sir. I can hear
All
you.
right, now we got you.
Guys that made it to breakfast this morning, these guys are just ready to play football. Been a couple months since competitive play. Get the juices flowing here.
Okay, see if you can find out who 26 is, because he just made that hard tackle right there.
So, third and about 12 for Wilcox at the Jackets' 35-yard line. Shotgun snap, quarterback looking to throw, coming deep down the near side, overthrows his receiver, and that's going to bring up third and long for the Patriots. 7:58 remaining here in the first period. 8-0 Wilcox with the early lead. Here's you just joined us. This is the JV players. They will play this first quarter. The varsity starters for both teams will play in second and third period, and then the number twos or the rest of the varsity players will take out the fourth quarter. So fourth down and 12. They're going to go for it here on the Jackets' 35-yard line. High snap. Quarterback fumbles it. Now he picks it up, looking to throw. Going near side. Got a receiver down there. In and out of his hands. Good coverage downfield by the Yellow Jackets, and that's going to turn it over on downs, so the Jackets will take over at their own 35-yard line.
Trying to get a number for you there, Jim. Are we going to try a commercial here again? The last time our sound didn't go through. Are we ready, or do we keep going?
Let's keep going. They're still working on some things here. We're going to recognize some of our sponsors, the Beasley Group, once again our live stream sponsor this year. Of course, Jeff Davis Hospital, our network sponsor. Altamaha Bank and Trust does the halftime show, and when we get going, Three Rivers Meat Company will be our pregame show sponsor. Mitch's Footwear sponsoring our kickoffs.
Mitch's Pharmacy.
Mitch's Pharmacy, I'm sorry, is doing our kickoffs. And EP, I got to get all my mistakes out there. EP American Footwear sponsoring touchdowns. Jackets take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line. One receiver split out far to the far side of the field. Going to give it straight ahead to the fullback, but whistle blows, and that's going to stop the play.
He's calling it, I don't know who he pointed to.
Offsides against Wilcox, so they'll make it first down and 5.
26 is Michael McLeod there, Jim.
Okay. So first down and 5 now for the Jackets. They go with two backs in the backfield, one wing back. Going to give it to the fullback. He's hit in the backfield, breaks through, driving his feet, pushing the pile. He's going to go down at about the 44-yard line. He'll be a yard short of the first down.
And that was McLeod there on the carry.
McLeod running hard behind his pads. He just pushed the pile about 2 to 3 yards. And now it's third down and second down, really, and about a yard. So a chance for the Jackets to pick up their first down of the night. 6:57 remaining in the opening period. So second and 1. Jackets stay with two backs. I'll give it to McLeod again. He's got the first down and spun down near midfield. So a good first down for Jeff Davis. So first and 10, Jackets at their own 49-yard line.
Jackets make a little more noise here. Our offensive line's doing a good job coming off. Trying to get a drive going here. Wilcox has had 2 of them. We're trying to answer here. The score is 8-0.
First and 10, Jackets on the move now at their own 49-yard line. Hand off straight ahead. Again, McLeod on the fullback dive, and he's going to get nothing right. They may have lost a yard. Check that. That is Marquell Harrell in now at fullback position. Second down, 11 for the Yellow Jackets. Okay. Again, a fumble on the snap. A scramble forward at the 47-yard line. Looks like the Jackets got it back. It's going to be 3rd down and 12, and unfortunately we're having technical difficulties with our ad spots tonight, so we will
Call them out.
We'll call them out, but we won't. Unfortunately, won't be able to play the ads, and this is why we're running this preseason game here, is to get all the kinks worked out.
But I tell you, if you'll go back and watch the coaches' show from last night, you'll get to see them, get to see the quality they're putting out, and be excited for what you will get.
3rd and long, going to run a sweep to the near side, a good cut inside. He's going to get up about 7 or 8 yards, but it's going to be a couple of yards short of 1st down. That was A.J. Benjamin on the carry for the Jackets. So it'll be 4th and about 4 at the Wilcox County 44-yard line.
4th and 3 on about the 44. Wilcox is 44.
So 4th down play, Jackets going for it at the Wilcox 44. Going to run a reverse, fumble, and scramble for it back around midfield. And the Jackets are going to turn it over on downs. So Wilcox will take it over, and we're just having some problems getting this offense meshed here in the early going with the young guys. 4:31 remaining in the first quarter. Wilcox leads at 8-0. I want to thank Southern Eye Care, our sideline reporter, Williams Brothers Trucking, who will sponsor timeouts. Injury reports from the Jeff Davis Walk-In Clinic. Instant replay will be sponsored by Interstate Credit Union. Bank of Hazelhurst will have our coaches' interviews from the field. 1st and 10 for Wilcox, right at midfield. This will be their 3rd possession of the game. Going to have a fullback handoff, and he goes down. He stumbled, and that'll be a loss of 3 on the play.
Yeah, he was trying to make a little cut there to come back off the far side, and feet got away from him.
Excessive moisture on the field. That's what I blame it on.
He's 2nd down and 13 for the Patriots. Again, straight ahead hand up to the fullback. He's going to be hit on the corner and brought down after a short gain. Aiden Dent made the initial contact there. Gets back close to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and let's call it 11.
Tell you, that is one thing, Jim, that the little bit of miscues they have had, this young Yellow Jacket team is flying around the ball.
They are. Had a flag and a holding call against the Patriots. So they'll mark it off 10 back from the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 3rd down or 2nd down and long. And Chris, they got one of those electronic down markers over there. Looks sharp.
Yeah, we can actually read those numbers without stressing.
That's right. So 3rd down and long. Ball spotted at the Wilcox County 37-yard line. They stay with 3 wides, 1 back out of the shotgun. High snap, but under throw. Ball is complete. He threaded a needle and got it right in there. That's going to be about enough for a 1st down.
It was. That was 19 on the tackle. That ended up, so he had to wrap him up. That would have been a touchdown possibly there.
Messiah Swinson on the tackle for the Yellow Jackets. And it is enough for 1st down. I tell you what, I was impressed that throw. He put it just off the fingertips of our linebacker and right into the gut of the receiver, and he turned it upfield and got the 1st down. So it's 1st and 10 at the Jackets 42-yard line. Hand off to the fullback. It'll be brought down after a short gain. Hudson Stone on the tackle for the Yellow Jackets. Be a gain of about 2 on the play. Well, let's say about 1. So it'll be 2nd down, and we'll call it about 9.
So 2nd and 9.
Patriots come to the line. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Actually 4 wide. Then he hand it to the fullback. He takes a little stutter step, goes to the outside. Going to be brought down after a short gain. That was Carter Bernard on the carry for the Patriots. He picked up enough to make it 3rd down and manageable now. 3rd down and about 5. The ball will be at the Jacket 33-yard line.
Doing a good job moving guys in and out here again. Our young groups bouncing around, trying to set the tone here, keep the ball out of the end zone.
A big play for the Jacket defense, 3rd and about 5, as they've got 4 wides. Again, the quarterback has to handle a high snap. Going to hand it off to the fullback.
Flag.
He's going to get the first down, but a flag, and that looks like in the area of holding, and it will be holding against the Patriots, so that'll erase that first down run, and the Wilcox will have to back up. I also want to thank our instant replay sponsor, Interstate Credit Union. Back at Jesus for our coaches interview. Scoreboard sponsored by McCarty Auto Parts, and game sponsors Silas Worth Monument and C&H Creative Flooring. We do apologize that we're not able to run the ads tonight, but we'll certainly have that worked out and have those ready to go when we start the season for real next week against Charlton County. 3rd down and long. Quarterback dropping back, looking to throw deep. Got 2 men open downfield and in and out of the receiver's hands. Incomplete. Bring up 4th and long with 1:45 remaining here in this opening period of the JV teams getting their early work here. Run the same format last year, Chris, and both coaches seem to like it. Go ahead and give the young guys a chance to open it up and get the excitement going with their, with the crowd still just coming in, and a lot of times they only get the last period of play when everybody's kind of worn out.
Yes, and
especially in this heat and humidity.
My goodness, I'm telling you, I'm still sweating. I'm just sitting here. But they're doing a good job flying around, and it got some enthusiasm. Big throw right here.
4th and long, a pass well over the receiver's head, so the Jackets will take over on downs with 1:39 remaining.
Makes the turnover on downs. Jeff Davis, ball
So the Jackets will get it at the 38-yard line.
on the 43-yard line.
Check that, 43. So 1:39 remaining here in this opening period. JV players will finish this out, and in second period, the varsity starters will take the field. One receiver comes split to the near side. Split backs in the backfield, going to hand the handoff inside the fullback. Going to get a good gain up across the 45 near midfield.
A pick up about 6 yards for Jeff Davis.
As McLeod again on the carry for the Jackets, picked up about 5, brings up second down. McLeod is running hard tonight, Chris.
Yes, he has, and he's played hard on defense. We've called his number out a time or two on a hard hit. That's a new name for us, and based on what I'm seeing tonight, we might say it a little more.
2nd and 5. Going to run the sweep to the near side. Breaks out of a tackle at midfield and gets drugged down by the shirt tail. A good hard run there. Nice cut inside. That was A.J. Benjamin who made that carry, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 1. And Benjamin's also had a couple of good nifty runs.
He definitely has. Again, they're coming off the line. We've had some miscues with the football, fumbling it. That's cost us here, but as humid as it is, the nerves of being in the first night under the lights on Friday for some of these freshmen out here, they still have played very well and bounced around the ball. There's lots of positive here, Jim, as we get close to the end of the first quarter.
Yeah. That was the first down, so 1st and 10 for the Jackets. I'll give it to McLeod straight ahead. He breaks a couple of tackles.
That's 40.
Check that. That'll be Jalen Wilson Gamble. And he picks up about 3 yards on the play. And clock running under 30 seconds now. And the young guys should get one more snap in. Be 2nd down and 7. Ball at the Wilcox 44-yard line. One receiver splits wide to the left. Going to run the sweep to the short side of the field. Got good blocking. Gets a first down and down about the 35-yard line. Out of bounds with 6 seconds left in the period. So the Jackets will have it at 1st and 10 at the Wilcox 35. I believe that might have been Benjamin again on the sweep.
It was 27.
So he another fine run. It looks like he's limping a little bit on kind of grabbing his hip after that hard hit right over the sideline. And that's going to be in the first quarter play after 1. Wilcox County 8, Jeff Davis nothing.
I'm going to go over our
Okay.
alumni sponsors here. Sweet Teas, Flowers, Gifts, and Custom Framing. Lumber City Drugs. The Bedroom Store. Laney Internal Medicine Group. Cotton Partners. Hazelhurst Auto. Pig Out Barbecue. Southern Roots Salon. Stone's Machine Shop. Comfort Zone Heating and Air. Whitfield and Breedlove, PC. South Georgia Dentistry. Coleman Tire and Auto. Omogi Outdoors. Waters Service Center. Raglan Timber. Pallet One. McPherson Manufacturing. Renaissance Bank. Family Healthcare Connections. Davis Farm and Garden. Theater of Hazelhurst. Jeff Davis County Farm Bureau. And Bridgeford Church of God. We appreciate those alumni sponsors. Jim, I tell you, we've had a great pouring out of sponsors wanting to help promote this program, this thing that we're putting out. Looks like we're getting ready for a kickoff here, and that would be a Mitch's Pharmacy kickoff coming up. You want to check? Can we check with our sideline reporter here?
Yeah, let's check in with our Southern Eye Care sideline reporter, Josh Horton. Josh, how did the young guys look to you out there?
Guys, I said it before, they look like it's been a month since competitive play. They got a little snaps under the belt, and they got a lot to learn.
All right, they kind of cut out on us a little bit there, but good job from our Southern Eye Care sideline reporter. It looks like we've got, check that, who we got back deep for us there, Chris?
Looks like 6 on this side, maybe.
6 will be Terrence Clemens.
Mm-hmm. And that one over there is 17, maybe.
17 will be, I don't have a 17.
Okay, scratch that. Those close.
Maybe
13. It's a 1.
13 will be Jaquan Adams.
Well, it's a 1 and a flat number on the other side.
Got his jersey kind of pulled up. So the Mitch's Pharmacy kickoff is in the air. It's going to be taken at the goal line. It went into the end zone. That should be a touchback. And I don't think we're live on the returns anyway.
Guys, that's going to be Elijah Phillips.
Elijah Phillips, okay. So Elijah Phillips.
He was 17. I know he's not on there,
Yeah.
but my eyes weren't that crazy.
I had Elijah down wearing number 29, so tonight he's number 17. All right, 1st and 10 Jackets at the 30-yard line. Colby Beach, will be your starting quarterback. Gavin Coleman will be starting as fullback. Terrence Clemens and Peyton Laney at the wings. Jude Worthington is split out to the near side. We'll get you the starting offensive line here after this snap. Jackson's going to start with split backs in the backfield. Going to run the pitch to Clemens, who's working near side. Cuts inside. Get a flag in the backfield. He gets a good gain across the 40 to the 43. But afraid that's going to come back for holding, and it is. Your starting offensive line, left tackle number 75, William Cravey. Left guard number 53, Brian Reyes. Center is number 70, Lewis Baker. Right guard number 65, Lane Powell. And right tackle number 64, Cade Carver. So that's going to make it 1st and 20 now for the Yellow Jackets after the holding call.
We'll get you the starting defense whenever we swap over here in a minute. A good little run right there, Jim.
It was a good run by terrence had some good plays last year, because some good runs last year in a backup role. He got a little bit of playing time.
It was more on the defensive side.
He was a standout on defense. And this is a real young team this year. 20 seniors graduated off last year's team, Chris. And some of those were 3- and 4-year starters.
No doubt. And that's why, after this play, Coleman
run a fullback dive up the middle. Coleman's going to work his way across the 20-yard line as they actually marked it from the spot of the foul, so it was really about 1st and 23.
Yeah, and coming to Wilcox County, we haven't played them in a while, but they've been a pretty strong program over the years. They did win state back in 2009.
Yeah.
They've been in the finals. They've been competitive, and
13 region championships, I think.
Yes, they definitely, and so this isn't just a short test. This is a pretty good, strong competition here.
Worthington splits out to the left. Going to run the sweep to the inside. It's going to be Peyton Laney on the carry. He's going to get up to about the 25. That's going to bring up third down and long for the Yellow Jackets.
We got a dog on the field, Jim, to the right, in the end zone.
So, dog day afternoon here in Wilcox County, Rochelle, Georgia.
He's just kind of taking it in.
Yeah, he's kind of minding his business. He's in the far end zone. Now we got somebody after him going to try to corral him up.
Uh-oh.
So third down and about 16 for the Yellow Jackets. We'll go with the double wings. Beach goes under center. Going to send a man in motion. Laney dropping back to third. Beach rolling far side, looking downfield. Complete to Clemens underneath. He's got first down yardage down the far sidelines, and what a nice throw and catch by Colby Beach to Terrence Clemens.
And it looks clean out there. I don't see any laundry.
Right.
On the reception, and they move the chains to first down for Jeff Davis.
See if we can pull that up a little bit and not mess up our sound. Give us a little airflow.
Well, we don't have the PA music playing, so maybe that'll help now. So first and 10 for the Jackets at their own 43-yard line. Big play there. Worthington's going to split to the near side of the field this time. Stay with the double wings. Beach sends a man in motion. Going to give it to Coleman. He's got big room up the middle. He breaks through. He's at the 40 and brought down in the 35-yard line, inside the 35. Quick hitter right up the gut, Chris.
He did. He lowered his shoulders and kept running, got in the open field, turned it on whenever he felt contact. One thing I love about that is when he was getting close to contact, he wrapped up the ball so it didn't go squirting out on this humid night.
First and 10, Jackets just nose of the football sitting inside the Wilcox 35-yard line. 30-yard line, thank you. So two big plays there, one on the pass play, one on the dive play. We got Amari and Mitchell now checking in at the fullback to give Coleman a blow. Got a man in motion. Beach rolling near side, looking to throw under pressure. Going to get it away downfield and picked off, but I believe everybody's out of bounds.
He come rolling forward too, so I think.
So the incomplete pass. 9:18 remaining in the first half. Wilcox leads at 8-0 with the JV team scoring in the first period of play. Jackets trying to get on the board here. Second down and 10 from the 30.
We appreciate our game sponsors, Sollisworth Monument and C&H Creative Flooring.
Worthington comes to the near side. Clemens is going to step into the backfield, going to pitch it to Clemens, working near side. He's going to be hit in the backfield and wrapped up for a loss on the play all the way back to the 33-yard line.
Jim, while we got some time here since we don't have any commercial breaks, let's talk about this undertaking that Richard Riles' class is doing with this program.
Yes.
You know, they're producing commercials, which we hate that we can't show you tonight, but if you want to watch them, it's on the coaches show from last night, which is always going to be logged. Is it on YouTube?
On YouTube, on the Jeff Davis School System YouTube page.
And they're looking at not only doing football games, but they're going to do some highlights from possibly cross-country meets.
Yep.
With the coaches show, kind of bring in some other sports. There's cheerleading going on right now, softball, cross-country, and football all in the fall for our Yellow Jackets.
And as we get later in the fall, we'll be doing some live basketball for you.
Gotcha. And I think they've talked to me a little bit about possibly doing some highlights of some wrestling matches. The swim team has a program.
Yep. We got a Williams Brothers Trucking Company timeout on the field right now. But go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I'm so used to us taking a break there.
Yeah.
But with that being said, though, the commercials are still run, so we do appreciate if you watch these. Go support them. The big thing with this is, I know it was on Facebook and all, the money stays with the school district that was raised by the sponsors. So what the sponsors are doing,
right into the athletic programs.
right, and Mr. Riles' class.
Right. And they've also got other kids. Miss Lawson's graphics class and Miss Helton's class also involved. So they're bringing in students. I think Miss Helton teaches the marketing classes, so they're getting those students involved. So it's a collaborative effort across several instructors at the school. And I'm probably Josh and I are the only one that are not school employees here, so they hadn't pushed me out yet. So I appreciate them asking me along for this ride. I'm excited about the new prospects. And then those that didn't able to get in on this here in the fall, be waiting right around the first of the year, because we're going to have another package available in the spring.
Right, in spring we'll cover all your spring sports. We'll definitely have highlights of some and get live games of others.
Beach back to the straight drop. He's under pressure. He rolls out of it.
Beach.
He's going to touch it and go.
Block.
He's got a 20. He's got the 10 and down inside the 10-yard line.
Clemens was right there to pick up the block. It does hold him off. We have a flag. Come in late. Two come in late.
And Clemens is down. He's hurt.
I'm not too sure because the defender come in low on Clemens' knees.
So Jeff Weems trainer out quickly. Clemens back to his feet.
Called it on them. Chop block.
Chop block against Wilcox. So that'll put us first and goal, probably inside the 5-yard line.
That defender come in low at his knees.
That was a Jeff Davis walk-in clinic quick injury report. Clemens is going to stay in the game as he got up and waved the trainer off the field.
He didn't want to come out for a play. We're close right here now.
8:18 remaining in the first half. Wilcox leads at 8-0. They scored following a jacket fumble on their opening drive in the JV period. So now the varsity trying to get on the scoreboard.
Should be half a distance to the goal, shouldn't it?
It should be.
Smart on the 8 should go to the 4.
It'll be first and goal from the 4-yard line.
Ball on the 4-yard line.
This drive capped here by the big long run by Coleman and the catch by Clemens.
Worthington splits to the left. Double wing set. Going to send Laney in motion. Give it to Gavin Coleman inside. Touchdown! Yellow Jackets. Gavin Coleman straight up the middle for the EP American Footwear touchdown.
Untouched straight into the end zone. I tell you, that was a very good early season drive for the Yellow Jackets there, Jim.
First varsity possession, they took it right down the field. And a couple of big plays. The key play, though, was that long pass and run from Colby Beach to Terrence Clemens that converted a 3rd and long and got the drive started.
Yes, because we had that unfortunate hold call on the first play of the game, backed us up for a 1st and 20, and so we overcome it. Fantastic opening drive for the Yellow Jackets.
Fabian Valdemar, I believe, is the kicker. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 8:11 to go here in the first half, it's Wilcox 8, Jeff Davis 7. We'll go to Southern Eye Care sideline reporter Josh Horton. Josh, tell us a little bit about that drive.
Guys, you got Colby Beach coming in as quarterback this year. Got the nod for the start. Impressed drive.
So I think you gave him a nod for the start. They were impressed with the drive over there. We apologize. We're getting to about the same point with Josh. You talk a little bit, then all of a sudden you cut out there the last little bit. So see if we can keep working on that and get you a clear projection over here.
All right, so the Jackets will line up for the Mitch's Pharmacy kickoff.
Again, it is a dead kickoff from what we saw a while ago.
And it is Fabian Valdemar, freshman, who will handle the kicking. It's like Day Lawson, one of the men back deep for Wilcox. Valdemar gets his run forward. High kick's going to be short. It's going to be taken on the fly at about the 25-yard line. And so that's where Wilcox County will go to work.
I think they're spotting them at the 30.
So they'll take it over at the 30. I think all the drives after kicks will start at the 30-yard line. I want to thank our network sponsor, Jeff Davis Hospital, our streaming sponsor, the Beasley Group, Three Rivers Meat Company, our pregame sponsor, Altamont Bank and Trust, with the halftime show. Abe Stowe, the coach's son, is the quarterback. They're going to run 4 wides out of the shotgun. Stowe rolling near side, looking to throw. Quick pass complete on the flats in the far side. Breaks a tackle, streaks down the sideline, and that's going to be a first down for the Patriots.
Clements able to get over there and push him out of bounds.
That was a first down, everybody.
Be right about their own 45-yard line. Will be first and 10 for Wilcox County. 8:07 remaining in the first half. Again, 4 wides. Low snap, but he pulls it in quickly, comes near side, complete, makes a cut inside, he's across midfield. Out ball's on the ground. Jackets pick it up and will have the ball at their 45-yard line. That was Devin Grace on the reception, but somebody came up and stripped him.
And then number 5 picked it up and had a chance. No name.
No name.
Well, he picked it up and had a chance and tripped up with his own guys. He had a cowboy around him.
Yeah.
And just got the feet tangled up there.
The Jackets will take over at their own 48-yard line. 7:57 remaining, and Jackets trail by 1 here. See if they can put together another impressive drive. Ball sitting on the near side hash. Worthington splits left. Got 2 backs in the backfield. Laney's going to take that deep handoff. He's going to run into traffic right at the midfield and fight forward across midfield to the 49. A pickup of about 3 on the play.
Dave, Jim, you said a couple things in that statement there. He took the ball deep in the handoff and got met, but our line of scrimmage established a new one. We were able to gain 3 yards there by him falling forward because our line was able to drive him off.
Peyton Laney missed most all of last season with a broken leg, so really great to see him back out playing at a high level. He's a two-way player, also plays linebacker on defense. One receiver splits left. Again, same formation with 2 backs in the backfield. Going to give it inside to Coleman. Coleman slips through there. He's got the 45 and maybe the 44 before he's pushed back. Bring up 3rd down and about 3. Coleman's not your typical looking fullback. He's not very big. He's not very tall. But he runs under his pads and makes a hard target to tackle, Chris.
He does, and that's what makes him special is his work, his go hard. He gets lost. I mean, truthfully, his stature, he gets lost up in there, but he's strong. He keeps everything going, and that's why he's able to bust through and get in the open field a lot.
Marion Mitchell's going to check in now at the fullback. He's more of your typical size fullback. Got 1 receiver split far side. We'll get a whistle right before the snap.
We will call offsides on Wilcox.
So Wilcox offside. That's going to give the Jackets a 1st down. So it should be somewhere around the 38-yard line.
That'll give Jeff Davis a 1st down.
Going to mark it 39. Math's not too good tonight, Chris.
Well, you know.
I want to thank Mitch's Pharmacy sponsoring kickoffs this year. EP American Footwear's touchdown sponsor, Southern Eye Care, our sideline reporter, and Williams Brothers Trucking Company, who sponsors our timeouts. Thank everyone for joining us here on the Jeff Davis Hospital Yellow Jacket Sports Network. First 3rd and the guy lost on the change there. They had 3rd down and 10. Marion Mitchell takes it straight ahead across the inside the 35 to the 34. It's going to be
2nd down. Should be second.
They got 4th down on there, but it should be 2nd down and about 5.
I guess that's one of the downsides to the bright, beautiful LED scoreboard down marker over there.
Well, they get it corrected. 2nd down and 5 for the Jackets. McLeod splits out wide to the right. Going to hand it again to Mitchell, who's fighting for yardage, but he's going to be wrapped up after a short gain. Tell you what, I like that physical. He got pushed back, the whistle blew, but he kept fighting and basically just slung a Patriot defender off of him. Give him a yard on play. Be 3rd down and 4 now. Ball sitting at the Wilcox County 33-yard line. 5:28 remaining here in the first half of play. Wilcox leads it 8-7. 1 receiver near side. Laney in the back. They're going to run.
Good run.
Clemens on a misdirection play. He's going to be shy of the 1st down at about the 31.
Oh,
flag comes in late after the play. And let's see what this will be.
Looks like we got some extracurricular going on out there.
There must have been a little bit of stuff going on in the pile there that the back judge saw. Looks like he's going to mark it off against Wilcox. Face mask against Wilcox. That's going to give the Jackets a 1st down.
It's a 5-yarder.
But enough for a first down as the ball is moved to the 26.
Just a reminder that all these games will be logged, and the coaches' shows and any of the highlight stuff we do throughout the year will be logged on Facebook and saved. Is that correct, Jim?
On YouTube.
YouTube.
And also we have a live audio stream through Network One Sports. Network One Sports, you can search for Jeff Davis there in Georgia, and it'll get you to the Jeff Davis page. 1st and 10 for the Jackets, Laney in motion. Going to give it instead to Clements, trying to cut back inside on the inside handoff. Not much doing there. Looks like we're going to lose about a yard.
Jim, that looked like Wilcox was on the jailbreak defense that time. They all, like every one of them was stunting through. But you can help us out if you're watching tonight. Make sure you share it. Keep up with the Jeff Davis High School Facebook page. That's where we share the links.
YouTube page.
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
but the links will be shared on the Facebook page. I'm sorry. Yeah.
So the links will be shared on the Facebook page. That's where you can help share it because more people understand that. And then, but we will be on YouTube. And then once you find the YouTube page, subscribe to it, and that's where all of our stuff will be put.
2nd down and 10.5. Beach dropping straight back to throw under pressure. He's going to be sacked back across the 35 to the 36. And another thing that you can help us with is you're watching this on our YouTube channel. Subscribe. Click the subscribe button down below, and all. It's not a paid subscription. It's all free, but it just makes you a subscribe member to the YouTube channel, and then there's a little bell symbol there. Click that bell, and it'll give you notifications of when live events come on the YouTube channel.
Right, that's what I was going to say. If you hit subscribe and hit the bell, it will notify you. It'll ding on your phone. It'll let you know, hey, Yellow Jackets are live, because like we were talking earlier, we're going to have highlight reels come out throughout the weeks. We got the coaches show. We've got the football games. So lots of things are coming out of this.
3rd down and a Williams Brothers timeout taken by Jeff Davis. 3rd and long. So let's give them a couple of more of our fine sponsors here, Chris.
You want up here? You want down there? So I'll go through the alumni sponsors again. Let's see. We've got Sweet Teas Flowers Gifted Custom Framing, Lumber City Drugs, The Bedroom Store, Laney Internal Medicine Group, The Cotton Partners, Hazelhurst Auto, Pig Out Barbecue, Southern Roots Saloon, Stone's Machine Shop, Comfort Zone Heating and Air. I could use that right now, by the way. Whitfield and Breedlove PC, South Georgia Dentistry, Coleman Tire and Auto, O'Mulgee Outdoors, Waters Service Center, Ragland Timber, Pallet One, McPherson Manufacturing, and then we got Renaissance Bank, Family Healthcare Connections, Davis Farm and Garden, the Theater of Hazelhurst, Jeff Davis County Farm Bureau, and Bridgeford Church of God.
I mean, just look at the number of sponsors you read off there, and that's just, our alumni sponsors.
They wanted to be a part of it.
Want to be a part of it.
They were unable to get one of the headline sponsors. They wanted to be a part of this situation, and they are what we call our alumni sponsors.
Give us to Clemens, who breaks out of the tackle. He plays in the open field. Couple of slick moves, still on his feet. He's pulling out the tackle. End zone touchdown, Terrence Clemens. What a run.
He had a cut. He pulled away from 2 different people during that run. By the way, don't forget, we do have replay. We're working on it again. One of the things we're working on tonight, trying to get the things out. But we do offer replay, and that'll be coming to you. That's going to be brought to you by Interstate Credit Union. But we don't have it tonight. But that is something that we will work on getting, or not getting, but
we'll have that live next week on our instant replay. So
speaking of next week, Jim, we will be in the Pinelands. Am I correct?
Right. That was an EP American Footwear touchdown for Terrence Clemens. The kick is through, and the Jackets have taken the lead now 14-8 with 3 minutes 11 seconds to go. Is Fabian Valdemar good on his second PAT attempt? And Chris, we got 2 freshman kickers this year, and after having some really good kickers the last few years, you wonder coming in, because these extra points, when you've got a reliable kicker and get you that extra point, 9 times out of 10, that'll pay off for you in a lot of close games.
I mean, how many times over the last couple of years have we missed a field goal or an extra point went, woo, hope that don't get us. Or somebody misses a field goal against us. Right. All right, there's our shot. So, yes, you're 100% right. And if you've got a freshman that can come in and can handle that pressure and then mature through the next 4 years, that's a huge advantage.
So Valdemar is set for the Mitch's Pharmacy kickoff. Kicks it high and be taken at about the 20-yard line. And so Wilcox County will go to work here with their possession with 3 minutes and 11 seconds to go here in the first half.
Jim, who is next week? Is it Charlton or Pierce?
Charlton.
Charlton County comes to the Pinelands. It's been a while since Charlton's rolled up there. It was around 07, 08.
Something like that. We played them a few times. They were in our region there for a couple of years.
Yeah, there was, and now they're back to single A, or they've been back in single A. But
I know you remember some of those wars with back in the Hibble days against Charlton County and Champ Bailey.
So they had a couple of, they've had some.
Yeah, Stowe back to throw. It's a man perfectly right down the seam across midfield and into jacket territory and down at the 32-yard line. Abe Stowe, senior quarterback, coach's son, showed a nice touch on that throw.
Yes, and that was a big catch. And I was trying to see C.J. Mikado, he's the one that called it a very good job. He had to reach out for it to get it in between two of our defenders.
It's a 1st and 10, Wilcox. Into jacket territory, low snap. Stowe has it handled, going deep, got a man wide open downfield. That's going to be in for a EP American Footwear touchdown. And just like that, in 2 plays, Wilcox County retakes the lead.
Tell you, Jim, the play before that, we had 2 guys there. Stowe threaded the needle. Mikado made a great catch. Right there, it looked like busted coverage. He was wide open over the middle.
I said retake the lead. They've tied it up 14-all and can take the lead on the extra point attempt.
Again, their JV did go for 2, or their younger guys went for 2 earlier, which gave them the 2 points to be at a tight spot here. Speaking of Charlton coming in, I do remember those couple games. The Bailey boys played there. That started their big run of big run of D1 athletes. They've had them there produced for years out of there. But they come up next week. It's Pack the Pinelands, I think, is the night that we got going on. So if you're in Hazelhurst, Georgia, next Friday night, game time 7:30 at the Pinelands. Come out, come early, because if we pack the Pinelands, you're going to need seats.
Yeah, better get there and get your seat early, and because it's going to be a big night.
And the seats are on GoFan.
GoFan after the online ticket sales this year only. So
we got to make sure.
Are going to.
If you have questions about the tickets, please call the high school next week.
Low snap on the kick. Stowe, a strong kick, puts it through, and Wilcox takes the lead 15-14 with 2:57 remaining in the opening half.
But going back to so it's going to be digital tickets this year.
Right.
So I'm sure the high school will share the link again either over the weekend or first thing Monday. You can get if you have questions or you have any issues, call the high school. But they'll send out the information over Facebook again this week, so that you'll know. But it is going to be digital tickets. For Friday night, we do play Charlton County. It's called Pack the Pinelands. So we'd love to have everybody in the community come out and support the Yellow Jackets, the band. I don't know if you can hear them. They made the travel down to Rochelle tonight. Cheerleaders are here. Like I said, big things are going on. Cross country is going right now. Softball started this week. So cheerleaders are getting ready for their first competition in a couple of weeks. Big things are going on, but our ticket sales next week, it is different. They will be digital, so please pay attention for that.
And all you got to do is show your phone when you come in the gate.
Yes. All you got to do is show that phone.
So Wilcox about to kick off. Low driving kick. It's going to be fielded down inside the 10-yard line. We got 111 unique visitors on our Network One audio feed tonight, Chris.
Wow.
So we appreciate all of our folks that are listening in on Network One Sports. That's a new venture. New partnership with Network One Sports in this new venture here with Jeff Davis High School.
One thing mentioned about tickets. We're talking about the digital tickets you got to buy. If you know that you're going to go to multiple events for Jeff Davis County Athletics, at the high school, they have Century Club tickets.
That's
Gets
right.
you into all regular season events for any middle school or high school athletics. Those are worth looking into if you know you're going to go to multiple events at the Jeff Davis Nation.
Inside handoff to Coleman for a loss of a yard. It'll be second down and 10 as the Jackets start at their 30-yard line, make it second down 11.
The Century Club tickets for football games have assigned seating.
That's
right
right.
there in the middle sections. So if you want prime seating, that's one of the perks to it. But it also gets you again into any middle school and high school event.
Second and 11. Beach
Good
rolling
punt.
far side. He's going to have to tuck it and run, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. So Wilcox defense is stiffened here after the Jackets had 2 impressive drives. Third down and about 13. We had a 3rd and long on our first drive, and Kobe Beach and Terrence Clemens hooked up to get a first down and get that drive started. Boy, I say number 77 coming off the field is a healthy young man. That's Vern Emery.
He is. He's good looking on the hoof.
So 3rd and long for the Jackets. Beach going to run the inside handoff reverse and double handoff there, and that's going to be snuffed out by Wilcox County. It's going to be 4th down and about 13. And the Jackets going to send the punting unit on. And what I understand, we got a freshman that's going to be handling the punting duties, Carter Galbraith.
It might take them a minute, y'all, but the Wilcox County defense finally.
We're going to take a Williams Brothers timeout right here for a moment.
We ain't going nowhere.
I also want to thank our game sponsor, Silas Worth Monument, CNH Creative Flooring, scoreboard sponsor, McCarty Auto Parts, Bank of Hazelhurst, who will sponsor our halftime and post-game coaches interview, Interstate Credit Union with our instant replay, Jeff Davis Walk-In Clinic with the injury report, Williams Brothers Trucking Company with the timeouts. Let's check in with our Southern Eye Care sideline reporter, Josh Horton. Josh, 2 impressive drives, but looks like Wilcox has kind of turned it up on defense here.
Guys, they really have. They've kind of bowled it back. This one right here, where I can actually talk to y'all, I have to be still. But they have. They've bowled it back a little bit on defense. It's up to our guys to step it up here.
All right, that is our Eyes on the Field, brought to you by Southern Eye Care. So Carter Galbraith is going to step in to punt it away for Jeff Davis with 1:35 remaining in the first half. And we're not sure, I don't believe the bands will probably be taking the field to perform. Galbraith with the rugby style kick is going to hit at about the 43 and it'll be fielded at the 35-yard line. They're going to mark it the 36, and that's where Wilcox will take over with a minute 35 remaining, Chris, and won't be able to do our regular halftime show, which is brought to you by, sponsored by Altamont Bank and Trust, but we will check in with our sideline reporter Josh Horton at halftime to get a Bank of Hazelhurst interview with head coach Lance Helton.
And we know that his mic's cutting in and out, so we're trying to get that work down. But we're still going through our stuff because that's the only way we can troubleshoot.
Abe Stowe going to take a low snap, dropping straight back, steps up in the pocket, going to flip it out near side, complete at the 40 and down across midfield for a first down. That was Day Lawson on the catch.
Jim, I tell you, that right there, that one play shows you what you need to see about Abe Stowe. He looked downfield, he went through his progressions, he stepped up in the pocket, went to his drop-off right here, the guy in the backfield. That tells you kind of what he has and the potential he has this year. Wilcox is going to be competitive.
They are. They're ranked number 3, and they're playing in Single A Division 2 now. They're number 3rd ranked team. Kind of took it on the chin last week against Johnson County. Long pass downfield, complete on the sidelines. That's streaking down, and that's going to go in for a touchdown. A EP American Footwear touchdown. Abe Stowe with the long pass to B.J. Gibson for the touchdown, and that's going to increase Wilcox County's lead. And he just laid that one out there beautiful.
Yeah, he did. That was a good little throw. Dropped it right in a bucket, like they say. number 3 was able just to put his hands up, and it fell right into him, and being out right on the corner was able to get up the sideline for a touchdown.
Stowe also handles the kicking duties. He's going to line up for the extra point attempt. Minute 18 remaining in the first half.
If they're sending a guy off from the wing position, wouldn't that be 12 men on the field?
You would think. Again, no rush on the kick, and it's going to sail through and good. No, he missed it. So, with 1:18 remaining here in the first half, Wilcox 21, Jeff Davis 14. The Jackets will take over after the kickoff. Mitch's Pharmacy kickoff coming up from Wilcox County. And I'm sure both bands will be playing for the stands. We're going to let you listen in to the band some at halftime. We're going to take a little break and get ready for the second half. The varsity starters will also play the second half, or play the third quarter, and then we'll get reserves in the fourth period tonight. Wilcox now leads at 21-14.
Hey Jim, we've controlled the run game, trying to get it out there.
Yeah.
We've controlled the run game. It's the pass game right now that's giving us a little bit of a fit.
High kick's going to be sailed back into the end zone, and the Jackets will take over at the 30-yard line with a minute 18 remaining. And we're not an offense that's used to trying to go 70 yards in a minute 18, but this might be a good test right here to try to work on your 2-minute offense.
Right. And here's a chance. This is a no harm, no foul type scenario here. So why not ramp it up right here? I know you've worked on it. It may not be perfect, but let's go. We got a minute 18. You're right. Let's try to get down the field. We've got a timeout or 2 left and see what we can do.
So 2 receivers going to come to the near side. We got Jude Worthington and Wesley Brown, the tight end. Both split out. Going to get a whistle before the snap.
Well, they nipped that one in the bud.
Well, nope, timeout. Wilcox County, Williams Brothers Company timeout here on the field. And so we'll, again, be sure to hang with us at halftime. We're going to let our Southern Eye Care sideline reporter catch Coach Helton, and we'll have our Bank of Hazelhurst coaches interview. Get his thoughts here on the first half. I know he's probably not happy right now with our pass defense.
I would say not. Like I said, one pass, truthfully, I don't know how we could have played it much better. We were double coverage. Stowe threaded the needle, and number 9 made a great catch. But the 2 to number 3 on the far side over there away from us, which is the left side of our defense, both of those kind of really have been busted coverage plays. One time he was running a post right up the middle. Seemed to be wide open. Last time he was running a little fade to the corner and seemed to be in no man's land. So I'm sure Coach Helton will be addressing that. And we don't know. I mean, it could be a guy. We've talked about some injuries we've had.
Yep.
So it could be a guy out of position, new kid. We're trying to see what he can do out there. So, I mean, it may not be that upsetting to Coach Helton, but I promise you he doesn't want it to look like that on film. So.
All right, again, Brown and Worthington are going to split out to the near side of the field. Double wing set. Going to send Clemens in motion. Going to give the handoff back inside to Laney. Laney's going to breaks 3. He's down the far sideline. He's got one man to beat, and he's going to be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, that's how you run a 2-minute offense.
That's going to get down the field. 9 seconds. We just covered 30 yards, 40 yards. I tell you, Laney got down there. Two of Wilcox defenders kind of hemmed him up. If they hadn't hemmed him, I think he could have kept going for days. Because I don't think they'd have caught him single by themselves.
Clock stopped while they moved the chains with a minute 9 remaining. 1st and 10 Jackets at the Wilcox 43, trailing by 7. Now they wind the clock up. Jackets break the huddle quickly. One receiver comes to the near side of the field. Stay with double wings. Clemens comes in motion across formation. Beach back deep, rolling throw. Going to hit Clemens out of the backfield. Going to be spins out of one tackle, dives forward to the 30-yard line. Going to be make it 2nd down and short. A good pickup there, but the clock running now under 45 seconds. Now, flag comes in late.
What could this be about?
Flag right at about the 31-yard line. Personal foul against Wilcox County, and it was a dead ball foul, so that's added on after the run. So big help there by Wilcox. That's going to move us down close in striking position with 45 seconds remaining. I'll put it right about the 15-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Jackets at the 15 with 45 seconds remaining.
Trying to put one here before halftime is puts a little pressure on, because inside the 15 you gotta make sure you're perfect. Time's running now.
McLeod split to the near side, going to get a whistle. And Jackets will take a Williams Brothers Trucking timeout with 35 seconds to go. Josh, tell us a little bit about that run by Peyton Laney.
See?
Yeah, we had you there for a second.
Guys, we got spotted coverage here, but as you can see, Laney's he had a really good drive off that foot, and then that's a concern from the trainers over here, but he looked really good off that plan and picked up a really good yardage there.
So Josh, you want when you find Coach Hilton for the halftime, that's where you want to stand, wherever that was right there.
Right here, guys. Right at the 30.
we heard all that.
Good deal.
35 seconds remaining in the half. Jackets trailing 21-14. And have it 1st and 10 at the Patriot 15-yard line.
The scoreboard showing that, but let's remember the first 8 come off of the younger group.
Right.
And then the other 2, the big scores, have come off big busted coverage plays almost is what it looks like. We've kind of contained Wilcox's run game. It's just the passing games give us a little bit of a fit tonight, but Yellow Jackets are looking good on offense and defense for the most part.
McLeod splits out to the far side. Laney goes in motion across formation. Beach rolling to throw. Setting up, throwing downfield into the end zone. Got a man down there into coverage. And
he's called
a catch, and it was Wilcox with the interception in the end zone.
That was a jump ball scenario there.
We had 2 guys, they had 2 guys.
Yes, and both of us, one of ours and one of theirs went up together, come out. Questionable for where they come out because we can't see the line marker from here, but they come down at the same time, and official called catch caught by Wilcox.
Yeah, he had a little inside position and kind of looked like going up for a rebound. He brought his man out and made the interception. So Wilcox gets it with 20 seconds at the 20-yard line with 26 seconds to go. So let's be careful right here. We've seen Stoke and.
Yeah, now right here, I can promise you is where Coach Hilton doesn't want to have busted coverage, because you want to go in the end zone. If you're down, you want to go in keeping this.
They're just going to take a knee and take it to halftime here.
Well, clock never ran, so
now it cranks up and goes. So that's going to take us to the half. Your score at half: Wilcox 21, Jeff Davis 14. Going to go to our Bank of Hazelhurst halftime interview with Josh Horton and Coach Lance Helton.
Slide over. Don't hear you. Coach Hilton's got to get on the other side of you, buddy. You can't see us.
Yeah.
We'll give him a recap of it.
Yeah.
They're talking. They give him some good hand gestures, but we can't hear him.
He's dumb. Think that he's got to learn something right there.
That's right, Coach. F.
All right, Josh.
All right, Josh. I think Coach Helton blocked your signal like that, so kind of give us a recap of what he had to say.
Guys, he's not happy about the chop block in the first half there. The second quarter happened to a really good player of ours. upset about that. But he did say a lot of young guys stepped up to the plate there, made a lot of key plays on offense and defense. A quarterback coming in, young guy, he said, you know, a lot of mistakes, but a lot good. He
All right, well, looks like we lost Josh there again, but we appreciate our Southern Eye Care sideline reporter and Mike Hazler's interview with Coach Lance Helton. We're going to take a break here at halftime, and we'll be back with the second half here on the Jeff Davis Hospital Sports Network. We're just about ready to get started here with the second half. We thank our halftime sponsor, Altamaha Bank and Trust, and next week we'll certainly have a full-fledged halftime show for you. And so we got some issues we're working through tonight on this dry run, so to speak, of this new setup, new system. So we appreciate everyone bearing with us, and we'll just get ready. The varsity players, starters, will take the field here for the second half. Jeff Davis will be kicking off.
Johnny Black Stadium, Wilcox County Patriots.
Yeah, this was not a regularly scheduled program tonight.
Right.
But we really wanted to make sure that we put out a good product the best we can, so we wanted to do a dry run. And luckily we did. We got a couple of hiccups we got to fix when we get back to the studios. But we're looking forward to next week when we're at home against Charlton County and pack the Pinelands.
So 21-14, Patriots with the lead here as we start the second half. Fabian Valdemar set to kick it away. Jackets had two impressive drives in the second quarter there, Chris, and the Patriots scored one touchdown in the JV period and then took two on a couple of long passes against busted coverage to take the lead back.
They did, and it was frustrating. Coach Hilton's halftime spiel, we didn't get it, but Josh got it and gave us a recap of it. He was happy to see some guys step up like we talked about, but also it's one of those, the season's next week. So you get your butterflies out tonight and be ready to roll, and that's what he's expecting to see here second half.
So got the clock reset, just about ready to get things going here in the second half. It's been a hot, muggy night here in Rochelle, Georgia, but fortunately after a short delay initially for lightning, we've been knocking on wood, problem-free with the weather. So a high, deep kick's going to be taken inside the 10. A good kick there by Valdemar. And so Wilcox will start at the 30-yard line. So first and 10, Patriots at their own 30 as we get started here in this second half of this preseason scrimmage. And then I'll tell you what, first four games, we host Charlton next week and then Pierce County, one of the top teams in Class AA, will be coming in the week after that. Quick pitch on the sweep to the far side. Going to get about 5 or 6 yards and more down this far sideline for a first down. I believe that was B.J. Gibson on the carry, a little pop pass.
It was.
Stowe.
A little quick around the end there. Jim, you were starting to name off a non-region schedule. Coach Hilton didn't hold back any punches this year. Doing our non-region schedule.
Yep.
Right out the gate, Charlton County, Pierce County coming in. Swainsboro somewhere in the mix.
Swainsboro the following week on the road, and then Metter.
Which is one of the strong powerhouses out of Single A.
Yeah, you're right. Stowe back, looking to throw, is going to go deep down the middle. He's got a man open, a sliding attempt, and in and out of his hands at the 33-yard line. Had a little bit better coverage on that one, Chris.
Much better. We were there kind of in a spot. Stowe threw it behind him, but much better coverage. We had bodies in the area that time.
Second and 10, and I tell you what, I've been very impressed with the poise and the arm of Abe Stowe, this senior quarterback.
Yes, he's stepping up. Like we talked about earlier, the play down here in front of us when he stepped up in the pocket. And,
get a flag on the far side.
Movement. Somebody.
He's signaling offsides, but we were nowhere close to the line.
And he pointed just to the down the line.
And the
guys that were pointing at number 10, I'm not sure what they're going to call here or just wave it off. But it was.
No, he's walking it off.
I guess Wilcox, so apparently he must have lined up outside.
Second and 15 from the 37.
So second down 15 for the Patriots, just underway here in the second half. Wilcox leads it by 7. Stowe out of the shotgun, got 4 wides. Going to come short near side, complete. Going to be break out of a tackle and get across midfield. Landon Robertson was coming over, tried to go for the ankles, and he just stepped right through that, and he's going to be stepped out of bounds right about midfield. That's going to bring up,
Almost really close to a first down.
going to be short of the first down, about a yard. Should be third down in about 1 now.
It's about 3rd and 1. I'm a little confused up here.
So again, 2 receivers in stack formation on either side. They break them out, send a man across, and the Jackets jumped off sides. So that'll give Wilcox a first down. One of the few penalties we've had tonight, Chris.
Yeah, we've had a hold call and then an offsides there. Again, I'm telling you, we talked about it. We graduated 20 seniors last year, excuse me. We're young. It is a hot and humid night tonight, and our boys really truthfully are playing hard and good.
4 wides. Stowe's going to give an inside handoff to the fullback. He's going to break a tackle, smack the spin move. He breaks another spin move. He's still on his feet, and he's going to finally be brought down inside the 25-yard line.
47 was able to bring him down right there.
Landon Robertson. I tell you, 2 quick spin moves as he stepped through tackles there in traffic. So Wilcox on the move again, 1st and 10. The Jacket 22-yard line, going to get handed off again inside. Tripped himself up as he was breaking free. That's Day Lawson. As he had a little bit of seam there, he was breaking to the near sideline, and the Tough Monster got him.
Spotted him there on the 16 on the near side hash.
Be 2nd down and about 4.
On the 16-yard line.
Hey, Wilcox run this little hurry-up offense.
Stowe looks one way, comes back the other way, complete. Going to be
Good open field tackle.
a good tackle there by
3.
Jude Worthington, but that's enough for the first down. Be 1st and goal for Wilcox just inside the 10. Leading by 7 and driving for more here.
Now pretty good chunks of this football field, though. Just like I am with this chicken king.
Announcer's hung up on some chicken tenders.
He's hung up on them chicken fingers, ain't he? 4 wides for Stowe. Stowe, handoff straight ahead. Breaks tackles. Day Lewis finally spun down just shy of the pylon. Lawson, rather. Day Lawson. It's going to be 2nd and goal from about the 2-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, Jim, I go back to, I mean, he was a little slippery. As we've gotten there, we've missed some wrap-up moments. But our Yellow Jackets are all flying around trying to get to him. Ball's on a 1 or 1.5.
1.5. We'll call it.
Still doesn't go under center.
Stays in the shotgun. Got everybody spread all over the field. Give it to Lawson again, and he's going to bang into the end zone for a EP American Footwear touchdown. Going to make it 27-14.
They're going to go for an extra point here. They just threw the kicking tee on, so see what happens.
Abe Stowe's back there for the point after.
Again, we appreciate you being patient with us as we're working some kinks out tonight. Again, we're at home next week as Charlton County rolls into the Pylons.
So Abe Stowe on to attempt the extra point, and again, no rush on the. So he takes his time, and boy, he's got as strong a leg as he has an arm. So 28-14, or did he miss it? And put the point up on the board. So 10:28 to go here in the. There it goes. 28-14 the scores. We have 10:28 remaining in the 3rd quarter. The starters will play the remainder of this quarter, and then we'll get varsity reserves in for the final period tonight. So it'll be Abe Stowe lining it up for the Mitch's Pharmacy kickoff.
Tell you, Jim, as we're watching this game, one thing that hit me a while ago about the first quarter is we didn't see anybody going down with a cramp.
No, we didn't.
As hot and as humid as it is tonight, I mean, like I said, we were sweating up here in the press box, and just because of the humidity. We ain't seen anybody go down the field. That's a testament to how much time and work these players have put in this summer.
Get that conditioning in and acclimation to the heat and humidity. Driving kick that's going to hit short at about the 25-yard line. The Jackets will field it, and they'll take over and spot it at the 30. And that's where Jeff Davis will take over, now trailing by 2 touchdowns.
Yellow Jackets looking to put a big drive together. We had one a while ago, got down with 26 seconds left, got inside the 10, and threw a jump ball to the corner, 2 Jeff Davis players and 2 Wilcox defenders in there, and Wilcox did come down with the interception to kind of stymie that drive. But we've had 2 good drives on the night, Jim.
Worthington and Brown are going to split to the near side of the field. Going to send Peyton Laney in motion. Going to have give inside handoff to Gavin Coleman. He's going to fight his way forward for a couple of yards. He's bringing up 2nd down and about 8.
There was a massive pile out there on the field.
Wilcox really packing everything in tight inside the tackles. We've heard them gouged them several times with those quick hitters right up the middle.
We have, and I mean, that was their adjustment at half. I'm sure our coaches see it. You'll probably get another dose here up the middle, but then you can get something bounced outside. Try to go ahead and give us this 1st down.
Bring the tight end in, beats back quick throw to the far side. Throw is short and incomplete. Trying to hit Laney coming out of the backfield.
And that just some of that inexperience right there.
Yeah.
He threw off his back foot and kind of tried to toss it out there instead of going ahead and finishing through with it. We've seen him make that throw earlier. Watched him a little bit in practice over the last couple of weeks make that throw. Is just try to guide it right here instead of throwing it.
Bring up 3rd down and 8. As Worthington will come to the near side of the field, the wide side of the field. Laney in motion. Beach dropping back to throw, has some time, comes over the middle and almost intercepted by Wilcox County. Number 32, Larson Luke, almost made a diving pick there. It's going to bring up 4th down, and the Jackets going to have to punt it away. They had our receiver there blanketed in front and back and almost got another turnover.
Well, Jim, you saw what was happening on that drive. We come out, we got a little run at the middle, and Coach Helton trying to see certain things that he wants the boys to do. I mean, right there, Beach almost had almost as many pass attempts as they'll have in the first 3 games of the season.
You're right about
one drive.
So Carter Gabrath in to kick it away for the Yellow Jackets. And again, not going live on kicks or punts here in this scrimmage game. Carter got off a punt, had a pretty good roll on it on that rugby style kick. Gets it again, a low driving kick, and it's going to be taken at about the 42-yard line. So that looks like they're going to spot him at the 40, and that's where Wilcox will take over with 9:53 remaining in the half here on the Jeff Davis football, the Yellow Jacket football, Jeff Davis Hospital Sports Network. We appreciate all of our fine sponsors, the Beasley Group, for our Facebook live stream. Yeah, the Jacket band across the way getting a little loud over there, trying to cheer the Yellow Jackets on.
Ball will start here on the 35.
So 35, 1st and 10 for the Patriots as they stayed in the shotgun. Again, going to give a handoff, and this time we corral them after a short gain. That's 75. William Cravey in on the tackle along with number 62, Ian McDaniel. It's 2nd down and 8. Jackets flip the 4-man line as Wilcox sends 2 to either side of the formation. Pump fake. Going to pump fake, go long down the field. Terrence Clemens makes a big interception at the 30-yard line. Terrence running stride for stride with Range Freeman.
Does a good job of, as Freeman starts to look around and adjust for the ball, Clemens looks over his shoulder, sees it coming in, is able to adjust and pick off the interception, and Freeman comes off of him and wraps him up pretty much immediately. Clemens a little shaken up. That's what sideline reporter, Southern Eye Care sideline reporter Josh Horton was talking about earlier. As Clemens was taken out earlier in the second quarter, with a chop block. That's what Coach Hilton's still kind of fired up about it. Clemens is still showing signs of it. He's limping a little bit there, but you couldn't tell it on that play as he was running stride for stride.
Now he lines up in the wing back. Jackets go 1st and 10. Going to give it to Clemens. He almost spins out of a tackle. He'll make it up to the 25 for a short gain. 9:04 remaining in the third quarter. Picked up about 3. Bring up 2nd down and 7. Colby Beach has gone all the way for the varsity team at quarterback and done a really good job of running the offense and has really handled the key is the mesh and that quick handoff on the inside dive plays to the fullback. Looks like he's got that down pat.
He has we saw a little bit of struggle out of our young group because it is a hard situation, but sophomore Beach is doing a great job right here.
Gives it Laney on the inside handoff, bounces out of a tackle. He takes it 30, still weaving his way through traffic. He's going to be close to 30 to the 33. It's going to be close to first down. Peyton Laney on a strong run.
He did. He bounced off a couple and kept going, almost like a pinball right there.
Didn't but get the first down.
It is. We were spoiled the last couple of years. Had Metz at quarterback for a couple of years. Then Alls last year, Keegan stepped over. Tyson stepped over, changed positions to take that leadership role as a quarterback, as a senior, and now you got a sophomore stepping in and looking pretty good tonight, getting the butterflies out as Beach is taking command.
2 receivers split near side. Hand off to Coleman as he gets about 3 or 4 yards before he runs into contact, and that'll be 2nd down and about 7. Went right off of right guard over there.
Got a Wilcox guy taking a break.
You got big Lewis Baker and Lane Powell, a junior and a senior, on that interior, along with Brian Reyes, also a junior. And Coach Glass the other day really talked a lot about Brian Reyes and how far he's come since the start of this season.
Yeah, he, Coach Hilton talks big about his kids, and Reyes is one that he had to fill some big shoes there.
He sure did.
And so he stepped in.
That was Nate Lewis's spot for several years.
And that's where we were spoiled. Our offensive line is changed up. You've heard some of these names. They wasn't in starting roles last year, but right now they're coming in and filling in. We were talking about it earlier. They're resetting the line of scrimmage as they trying to get going forward. And again, I'm telling you, Jim, we talked about it. We were spoiled last year with seniors. Right now, as you look at it, we got sophomores and freshmen filling in spots, and they're playing hard tonight. They're competing. Good little challenge for them. And then again, you got anything going on next weekend? Next Friday night, 7:30 in the Pinelands. They are going to be digital tickets.
Yep.
So please pay attention to Facebook this week with the instructions of what to do. If you got questions, obviously you can contact the high school. If you're going to be going to more than a couple of events for the Yellow Jackets, look into Century Club tickets. Get you reserved seating at football games and get you into all regular season games for other sports.
We go 3 wide here. Here's Amarian Mitchell gets a straight ahead handoff. He's up to the 40s. Across the 40 to the 41. When do you see us go 3 wide there, Chris?
I know. I was making sure you was calling the right team there when you started off there. Again,
that was Gerald Johnson on the Jeff Davis Walk-In Clinic injury report, who had a cramp, and he was able to get up and jog off the field.
We got Mitchell in right now at fullback. He's our bigger fullback. Coleman's a little bit shiftier and squattier.
So Brown and Worthing going to split to the near side. Going to give it to Mitchell again. He's going to bang in there, keep fighting his way, and he's going to get a first down.
It is. It's
across the 45. That was just a big guy just pushing the pile.
It is, and that's the two tails you have of our fullbacks right now. You're seeing this game. It's going to be interesting to see how it folds out through the season. But you got Coleman, who's going to hit it hard. He's going to kind of get lost in there and shifty. You got Mitchell, who's just going to get the ball and go at it. Right there, like you said, Jim, he moved the pile. 3 or 4 guys were around him. He was able to get that 3 or 4 yards in a cloud of dust, get us the first down.
So we moved the tight end back in, got double wings. Again, we feed Mitchell, and he's going to get knocked down right about the line of scrimmage. As big number 71 or 72, I think, for Wilcox. Tabor Brown came through and broke that up. We did get a yard to make it second down and 9. 6:13 remaining here in the third period, and Wilcox leads at 28-14. Laney's going to set up in the backfield beside Mitchell. Clemens is going to go in motion deep, going to pitch it to Mitchell deep. He makes a nifty move and breaks out. He's down the far sideline into Wilcox territory and finally dragged down inside the 35-yard line. A big run by Terrence Clemens again as he looped deep in the backfield, took the toss, and darted to the sidelines.
When he got the ball, Jim, you saw him looking in and tuck it away, and then he made a one cut. He had his blockers knocking him out to the sideline. He made a cut to come up underneath that, and he was able to peel over to the sideline and get down to give us a first down. He did a great job reading that and catching the ball off that pitch.
So 1st and 10 Jackets at the Patriots 32-yard line. 5:35 remaining in the third quarter. Jackets on the move, trailing by 2 touchdowns. Laney comes in motion deep. Going to hand it inside to Mitchell. He's still on his feet. Boy, he's bouncing off of people, running over people, and down inside the 10-yard line.
And you know right there, Jim, we had a little convoy with him down there. Thought he possibly fumbled, but one of our guys was already there to pick it up and carry on in. But they are saying he was down inside the 5.
Just shy as a Marion Mitchell showing his strength and power. It'll be 1st and goal from about the 4-yard line, it looks like. And we're going to get a Williams Brothers trucking timeout.
Well, we got a timeout here. We'll recognize our alumni sponsors again. Again, we're so thankful to have our sponsors. We have our normal sponsors that you hear us call out with key spots, but then we have alumni sponsors that want to be a part of this venture that the school is taking and wanting to be able to help out these students. That's Coleman Tire and Auto, Omogi Outdoors, Waters Service Center, Ragland Timber, Pallet One, McPherson Manufacturing, Renaissance Bank, Family Healthcare Connections, Davis Farm and Garden, Theater of Hazelhurst, Jeff Davis County Farm Bureau, Bridgeford Church of God, Sweet Teas, Flowers, Gifts, and Custom Framing, Lumber City Drugs, The Bedroom Store, Laney International Medicine Group, Cotton Partners, Hazelhurst Auto, Pig Out Barbecue, Southern Roots Saloon, Stone's Machine Shop, Comfort Zone Heating and Air, Whitfield and Breedlove PC, and South Georgia Dentistry. Again, those are our alumni sponsors that help out with our sponsorships.
I think it's Southern Roots Salon, not Saloon.
Salon, well, I'm sorry.
All right, 1st and goal for the Jackets at the 4-yard line. Going to feed Mitchell again straight up the middle, line pushing in, waiting for a signal.
They thinking
And
about
looked
it.
like they got him. Looks like he's going to be just shy of the goal line inside the 1. 4:53 remaining.
Well, he called a touchdown on the far side. Touchdown. There's Whitecap.
So it is a touchdown. They finally get it straight. An EP American Footwear touchdown for Amarian Mitchell. And the Jackets cut the lead. It's now 28-20.
As our freshman kicker comes on.
Fabian Valdemar. We got again, not live on the kick, but a good snap. And the kick is low and does not make it. So the score remains Wilcox County 28, Jeff Davis 20. Let's check in with our Southern Eye Care sideline reporter, Josh Horton. Josh, Amari Mitchell just made his mark there in this game on that drive.
Guys, you want to talk about nobody cramping. He come out after the half. It was actually They chased him out of the rear, and
We're trying.
Yeah.
Just to answer your question, some of you that are thinking about what's going on with that, we think there's interference in the feed. We're working on it. We know that he's cutting out in and out on us. We're trying to work on it.
I'm actually about 20 feet field level over here. But what I was saying was he came out after the half and was cramping. They stretched him out. No cramps now.
All right. So Valdemar will tee it up for the Mitch's Pharmacy kickoff as 4:45 remaining in this third period, and then the varsity reserves will take over for the final period. Valdemar with a deep kick. He sails that one deep into the end zone. Boy, got a strong leg there, Chris.
He does, and that's why something must have happened on that extra point right there, because he'd been kicking it hard and strong, and it looked like he caught part of that grass. Something happened because it was just it come off at a weird angle. So he's been doing a fantastic job. But we recognize some of our other sponsors. We haven't gotten to yell out too much because we're not able to do commercials tonight. Mentioned the Beasley Group for the live streaming. Three Rivers Meat Company is our pregame sponsors. Omaha Bank and Trust is halftime show.
Stowe going to come quick out to the near side, complete. Going to fall forward across the 35 to about the 37. A pickup of a couple there. Pickup about 5, actually, 6. Be second down and 4 as they started on the 30.
Yeah, about 7 yards on that play.
Second down and 3. We got a whistle.
Yeah, Jaquan Adams' helmet come off that play. He's got to come out by rule and had to swap out somebody.
A straight ahead handoff. We're going to wrap him up inside. William Cravey got his hands on him and didn't turn him loose. That was Day-Day Lawson. He may have picked up a half a yard. It's going to be third down.
Cravey did a great job of grabbing hold of the shoulder pad right and keeping a hold.
So third and 3.
Maybe 3.5 yards, maybe.
So he got 3 wide spread out. Stowe claps his hands once. Now he turns and looks to the sideline. Got Lawson, who flips over and stands to his left. Going to give it to Lawson. Dances in the hole, comes out the backside, close to the first down. The Jackets wrap him up and push him back.
Lawson with the carry. That's going to move the chains.
Latrell Sellers in on the tackle there. But that was enough for a first down, and that'll move the sticks. Clock stops momentarily with 3:21 remaining in the third. Wilcox leads at 28-20. Eight of the Wilcox points came against the JV squad in the first period. Going to be another pop pass sweep to the far side. Got running room down the far side and out of bounds it well into Jacket territory around the 35-yard line.
That's my buddy Devon Grace right there, y'all. Number 10 moved it on down the field there. Made the chain crew have to.
So big play by Wilcox on that little jet sweep pop pass.
He got out there quick and was able to get ahead of our defensive guys.
So first and 10 at the Jacket 34-yard line now with clock running at 2:45 in the third. Stowe with handoff to Lewis. Lawson right straight ahead. He's breaking tackles. He's got a first down. And Moore down around the 15-yard line.
Official just got run over right there. Was recognized some of our sponsors. Mitch's Pharmacy for kickoffs. EP American Footwear for touchdowns. Southern Eye Care for our sideline reporter. Williams Brothers Trucking for timeouts. Jeff Douglas Walking Clinic with the injury reports.
Going quickly, Stowe. Lawson feeds it again. He finds a big hole up the middle, cuts it in, and gets down around the 10-yard line. 2:18 remaining in the third quarter.
Got Bank of Hazelhurst for coaches interviews, Interstate Credit Union for instant replay, McCarty Auto Parts for score checks, and then our game sponsors this week, Salisworth Monument and C&H Creative Flooring.
Second down and about 3.
And let's
And
not
Stowe looks to the sidelines. Clock runs under a minute 50 in the quarter. Sends a man in motion across the formation. Quick throw down to the end zone, and it is complete for a touchdown. EP American Footwear touchdown for Wilcox County. And again, we kind of busted coverage there. Cornerback let him get free in the corner of the end zone, and just an easy throw and catch.
It is. That's, again, Stowe does a great job with those fakes. You know, and that goes from being a little bit young and eager. So those guys out there break on it a little bit, and that one slide step with Stowe's ability to be able to drop the ball in on a dime, it's causing us a little bit of trouble.
So Stowe will come on to try the extra point attempt. It's trying to make it 35-20 with a minute 39 remaining in the third quarter. And it is good, so 35-20 with a minute 39 remaining in the third quarter. I thank our network sponsor, Jeff Davis County Hospital. Well, they one of our big sponsors, been a faithful sponsor of Jeff Davis Sports for many years, and we thank them for their fine sponsorship along with our streaming partner, the Beasley Group.
Again, we had a glitch with our commercials. If you want to see them, if you're one of our sponsors, you know you have a commercial. They played them last night on the Coaches Show. You can go back to our YouTube channel and pull them up and rewatch the show and see your sponsor that was sponsor commercial that was created by our classes.
And we'll have all those situations worked out next week when we're at home and start the regular season with Pierce County. So a lot of new equipment we're working with. We're getting used to it. The students are getting used to getting it set up, and so that's why we've decided to do this test run tonight. And we thank everyone who's joined us on both our live video stream and our live audio stream through Network One Sports. Stowe's going to send the Mitch's Pharmacy kickoff deep inside the 5. But the Jackets will bring it out to the 30-yard line and start there with a minute 39 remaining in the third quarter.
Don't forget, if you're watching us on the YouTube feed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button on there and hit the bells, and that way it'll give you notifications. Anytime we do a new live event, we are going to be covering different fall sports, not just football. And by saying that we're going to cover them means it may be just highlights coming in, but we will be doing coaches shows. We'll be doing some highlight reels throughout the seasons, so that way you'll know you won't miss anything and be ready to support our Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets.
First and 10, Jackets from the 30-yard line. And it's in Clemens and then deep in motion, but give it straight ahead to Coleman, who picks up a couple of yards.
Keeping it on the ground. Picked up about 3 on that play.
Be second down and 7.
Second and 7. Ball on the 13.
And again, we talk about this, not just our tough non-region schedule, but we got 10 pretty stout games. We open with Charlton next week, followed by Pierce County. Go on the road to Swainsboro and Metter before we get into region play. Second and 7, going to toss sweep to Clemens, who's works far side. He's got a first down and out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. Once we get into Region 1 AA play.
And Jim, that's a different region for those that don't know about it. That would include Berry. You go ahead and read the list. You got one listed there.
We'll start that with a home game against Cook. The next week we'll travel to Berrien County. Dodge County comes to the Pinelands on October the 7th. And then the trip to Fitzgerald, the defending state champions. Worth County at home on the 21st. They'll get an off week and then wind it up on the road against Sumter High School. And a inside handoff on the first down play, and that's no gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, they're going to give them about a yard. It'll be second down and about a 9. So everything goes for real next week, and I tell you, you got the likes of Cook, Dodge, Worth, who's been a powerhouse in years past and rebuilding that program under a new coach. Fitzgerald, of course, the defending state champion. Berrien County, who's been rapidly improving over the last few years. 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm going to toss it back to Clemens, who gets hit at the line of scrimmage, dives forward for a couple of yards. It's going to bring up third down and about 7. And that'll take us to the end of the third quarter.
So talking about that region schedule there, Jim, you know, we talk about non-regions really tough. We know some of those teams, but the region schedule, traditionally, the only team on there that has not had a program success, shown much success, is Sumter.
But
Worth
you
is,
look back over history, you have Sumter that combined with America's High School.
Yes.
And America's High School was a long-time powerhouse. And, you know, I just look for any moment for that program to get back on track.
Yeah, it's and I guess that's whenever they kind of fell off, when America split back off there for a while. But you're right. I mean, they could pick up those kids and back up there, but I mean, it doesn't mean that's a weak team. It's just they're not the ones on that schedule. When you look at, you go, oh, we haven't heard much out of them.
Yeah.
But if you have heard them, it's whenever they were American Sumter. Worth is one of those programs that are up and down some years, but whenever they have a good program come through, they're on. Whenever they're down, they're there. But the Fitzgerald, Dodge, Berrien, Cook, that's a tough road, especially coming off of who we were, Metter, Swainsboro, Pierce, and Charlton.
Yeah. We do get a break after Metter, get a week to kind of rest up and heal up, and then we'll jump into those region wars. And, it's a young team that's going to take some lumps probably in the early going, but by the time we get to region play in Cook on September 23rd, this team should be rounding into form.
Yes, most definitely.
And I've been impressed with their play tonight.
Oh, they have fought hard. We talked about how young they were, and that's the thing is, Jim, we're sitting here watching the game, and we really can't see their inexperience. It hasn't gleamed. It has shown here and there, but we are still ahead of it.
Lamonte Deeds is going to split out to the far side of the field. Got Carter Galbraith in now at quarterback on the third down play. No gain on the play, as it was straight ahead handoff to the fullback. That was Ty Weaver.
Right there. We'll see what they do. This is the fourth quarter. Anything can happen.
So Galbraith is going to stay in the game, going to go for it. Now they're going to send the punt team on. Looks like fourth down and long at about the Jeff Davis 45.
Yep, looks like the punting team.
So Carter Galbraith is also our punter.
We got B.J. Gibson in the backfield.
Got a little confusion here as we try to get the special teams going, and Jeff Davis is going to take a Williams Brothers Trucking Company timeout. Let's check in with our Southern Eye Care sideline reporter, Josh Horton. Josh, the varsity starters, those 2 quarters they were in there, we saw some good things. I'm especially Terrence Clemens.
Guys, we really did. And you got to look at a situation where Terrence Clemens steps up in a position where
seriously, this is just a preview.
He's not even.
Okay. Again, we lose Josh there. Josh, let's take a chance here. And I'm going to see if I can
change channels.
Change channels. Let's go to channel 7. If you can switch your microphone to channel 7, we'll give that a shot here. So Carter Galbraith in to punt. Rugby style kick coming away. It's a good kickoff. It's going to be taken on the fly at about the 24-yard line. And so that's where Wilcox will go to work. So Josh, whenever you get switched over there, let's run a test. Just break in any time and we'll see how we go with changing the channel on your mic over there.
11. Those are some lottery numbers.
Channel there. Like it's down in this.
Well, no, it's about the same there. You break coming in and out again, so we'll have to work on something different here.
I have to find my spots to be still. I'm down below sea level here. But like you said, Terrence Clemens comes in a spot where a few weeks ago he's not even a go-to back, and he steps in a big spot and fills a really good spot here tonight.
And, all of our running backs, Peyton Laney has had some good runs, and both of our fullbacks, Coleman and Mitchell also. So, this young backfield is going to look like provide some excitement for us this year.
And now remember, there's a young backfield behind a young line, too. And our young line has done a really good job tonight of establishing a new line of scrimmage most of the time.
So, once again, William Cravia is a senior. He's the only returning starter on the offensive line at left tackle. You got junior Brian Reyes at left guard, junior Lewis Baker at center. You got a senior Lane Powell at right guard. He's a first-year starter, and a sophomore Cade Carver at right tackle. You're also going to see probably a lot of Trey Ray on that offensive line as he's currently working through an injury situation. So Wilcox goes 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. 3 wides. Stowe, low snap, feeds it straight ahead to the running back. Got a different running back in there. He breaks through, comes close to a first down.
Trey Coley, number 17, had a little
That is Trey Coley.
back there on the snap, but we made good out of it, guys. He moved the ball
And he does get a first down, be 1st and 10.
as far as we needed to. That's a first down for Wilcox County.
And again, one of our returning starters at inside linebacker, Carter Mullis, not able to play right now as he's fighting through an injury. We got a freshman playing in his spot. Long pass downfield, incomplete. Overthrowing his receiver. Boy, I tell you what, that Stewie King rather, that son gun is
Quick.
He is quick, and he looks to be about 6'3", 6'4". He's got some height on him. But Messiah Swinson ran stride for stride with him, and although giving him a lot of height, had good coverage. Handoff straight ahead. Running back, a collision right there at the 43-yard line.
That was freshman Ian Griffith coming in with that collision right there, number 8.
So picked up about 7 yards, be 3rd down and 3 at the 36-yard line. Stowe has been impressive tonight. He has made some nice passes on target. Gives it to Davis on the handoff. Going to be hit in the backfield and dropped.
Number 2 coming through.
That is Carter Galbraith, freshman, coming in, making a big tackle in the backfield for a loss. Be 4th down and about 5. And looks like Wilcox is going to punt for the first time tonight. And, of course,
Stowe,
who's done everything else but sell them chicken nuggets at the concession stand.
Promise you the announcer knows.
Is going to handle the punting duties. Straight ahead kick, high, nice spiral kick. Will be taken at the 25-yard line. That was McLeod, I think, again, number 17. So the Jackets will start on the 25 with 9:16 remaining in the ball game. Wilcox leading by 15. And again, these are reserves on the varsity end playing this period. Should be for both teams. Carter Galbraith will be running at quarterback. Camo Mansayak splits out to the near side. I'll give it straight ahead to the fullback. Looks like Mitchell in there. And we got a jacket down. It's like Uriel Ortega, who looks like he's cramped up.
Same thing for the running back. 33 is the running back there, Jim.
33, that would be Ty Weaver.
And he's down too. Looks like both of them were cramps.
So a Jeff Davis walk-in clinic injury report. We've got 2 jackets down. Both of them look to be simply cramps and not serious. We got Jeff Weems and his training staff, Coach Lance Helton, out to also check it out as they.
You talk about the training staff there, Jim. That's a class that they do. Those are high school students out there learning the art of the athletic training. You've got these students that we've mentioned, Miss Helton's, Miss
Lawson,
Mr. Riles' classes, doing these commercials that you'll see, doing this production that you're seeing on the YouTube channels. You got band members here learning trades. You got the cheerleaders. You got the football players. This is truthfully a school-wide event whenever games go on. And it's not just at football games. This is other games as well. All these people are represented, and it's just amazing ways to get our students involved. There's also clubs that are involved with different things at the home games. You'll see them around doing different events with community service. So there's numerous ways to get a student involved at Jeff Davis High School.
2nd down 8. One receiver splits out to the far side of the field. Galbraith under center, and we jump ahead of the snap.
I almost said Matthew Glass because it was 88. But that is not. That is Jonathan Bohannon, who was a little eager to get a hold of his defensive end right there.
Matthew Glass had a great career as tight end for the Yellow Jackets. Tell you what, he didn't get many thrown to him, but most time when the ball was thrown his direction, it ended up as a touchdown.
He was standing in the end zone.
2nd down and 13. Galbraith rolling to throw, going throw down far side, looking for Munsiak, and a little bit too wide. I'll make it 3rd down and long for the Jackets. 8:33 remaining in the ball game. Patriots lead it 35-20. Again, here in the 4th quarter, we got varsity reserves in for both teams. So 3rd and long for the Jackets, and they need a big play.
They do, and coming out ready to go.
One receiver splits wide. Got the double wing sets and a man in motion across the formation and a whistle.
It was 23 on the carry there.
Get a delay a game against the Jackets. That's going to cost us 5 more yards, so it's going to make it 3rd down and longer.
Moving the ball back a little bit more.
Be sure to join us next Thursday night at 6:30 for the Yellow Jacket Coaches Show. We'll have interviews with some players, coaches, and of course, head coach Lance Helton will come in and join us and look ahead as we get ready for Charlton County and the start of the regular season. Again, man in motion, going to run the sweep far side. Going to break one tackle, kick ahead, going to get back up to the original line of scrimmage. I believe that was Messiah Swinson on the carry for the Yellow Jackets. Bring up 4th and about 9.
Beyond the original line of scrimmage.
So Swinson with a good carry.
4th and 8.
And the Jackets are going to punt with 7:45 remaining in the game.
Punting squad out here.
So Carter Galbraith once again will handle the punt. It's a good rugby style kick. It's going to hit and roll dead at about the 39-yard line. So I'm going to give him the 41. Check that. They're going to spot it right at the 40.
Yeah, somewhere close by.
Somewhere in the vicinity.
7 minutes and 22 seconds left to go in the game.
Again, went a little later tonight. We got a late start due to a weather delay. It's been a pretty fast game. Been a few penalties, but both teams playing well and playing quick.
Deacon McDuffie in at quarterback now for the Patriots. Again, stay with the 3 wide right through his hands. He's going to have to fall on it all the way back at the 25-yard line.
Johnny Nutt falls on it.
Check that.
That moves us back a little bit.
Said Johnny Nutt,
Number 4.
number 4 instead of number 7. Okay.
Second down and
I'm getting too old. I can't read these numbers, I guess.
I mean, look, I was having trouble with words a while ago.
I didn't break my binoculars out. I'm going to have to. Second down and long. And we hand off and hitting the backfield. A nice
55.
tackle there by, that would be Mason White coming through for the tackle in the backfield. It's going to bring up third down in about a half a mile now. Ball spotted all the way back at the 25-yard line, or the 20-yard line rather, and they got to go all the way to midfield. So let's call it third down and 30. Clock running, 6:18 remaining. Good snap. Back to throw, now under pressure, rolling out of the pocket. Going to throw on the run downfield, and picked off by the Jackets on the far sideline.
17.
McLeod, who was our mystery player earlier in the game.
He was. We've called his name a lot. And
We have. He has had a big game.
Wesley Brown for Jeff Davis. So Jeff Davis takes over possession of the ball now.
So that'll be Jacket ball right at across midfield with 6:06 remaining in the ball game. Camo Messiah is going to come to the near side of the formation. Man in motion. Going to hand it straight ahead to Ty Weaver. Weaver's going to get good yardage, about 6 or 7 yards, down at about the 43-yard line.
Number 33 for Jeff Davis.
Bring up second down and about make it 4.
Picks up about 6 yards on the play. That makes it second and 4.
Yellow Jackets trying to go and move and put one or more on the scoreboard.
Have a pretty nice field here at Wilcox County, Donnie Clack Stadium, and I mentioned on the PA system earlier, Donnie Clack himself was in that. Long time, very successful head coach for Wilcox County. Pass to the sideline is too tall, incomplete. It's going to bring up third down and about 4.
It was intended for Latrell Sellers over there. Yeah, well, Jim, the way we come in, we saw the Wilcox has built a new pre-K through 12 school. So we're over here where they've got their elementary school, the old elementary, old middle, and old high school in the same little neighborhood. And they're talking about some things they're wanting to do to utilize this buildings.
Third down, handoff to Ty Weaver. He's going to surge forward and get the first down inside the 40 to the 39.
It's going to be close. We'll see where they spawn the ball.
Should be a first down.
Looks like it might be just a little short.
They're going to say fourth down and inches.
4th and inches.
Wow. What about a measurement?
Yeah, that's.
Well, the thing was, what the digital sign over there was kind of held at an angle, and now all of a sudden he's standing straight up and right on top of each other.
So 4th and inches. Carter Galbraith goes under center. I'll give it right it to Weaver, who dives the forward for the first down, close to the 35-yard line.
Guy who got us close got us there.
It'll be fresh set of downs for the Jackets with 4:46 remaining in the ball game. Jackets trail Wilcox 35-20. As we're winding this up with our varsity reserves playing here in this 4th period of play. And just so proud that at that little bout with lightning earlier, we haven't had any more delays. Latrell Sellers splits to the far side. Galbraith going back is going to go to Sellers, and right through his hands, a little high, but a catchable ball, and the Sellers just let it slip right through. Makes it second down and 10.
Tell you, Jim, I know we're starting to wind down here with we're getting right at 4 minutes left in the game. There's been lots of positives I've seen tonight.
Absolutely.
We're young, but we didn't play young. Even our little group still fought around. They run around the ball. They played hard. Didn't play like a timid group. And so there's lots that's going to happen here with the Yellow Jackets this year.
Gabrath gives it to Weaver. Weaver breaks through. He's got a clear sailing down the sideline. 10, 5, touchdown. Yellow Jackets. Ty Weaver takes it in from 35 yards out for an EP American Footwear touchdown.
Case in point. He found a hole. They worked hard. They fought through. Again, that's a young group. Instead of it being late in the game and it being late tonight, they're going, no, it ain't going to matter. They still fought hard to put another score on the scoreboard.
He broke a tackle right at right tackle, and apparently Wilcox was overloaded expecting a sweep to the far side, and there was nobody anywhere close to him as he sailed 35 yards down this near sideline.
Bunches of whistles right there.
Well, it looks like Elijah Phillips going to come in to attempt an extra point. Now we're going to get a Williams Brothers Trucking Company timeout here with 4:19 remaining.
Timeout called for Jeff Davis. 4:19 left to go in this contest. Wilcox County, Patriots 35, Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets 26.
Take a moment here. We'll wait and recognize our alumni sponsors one more time before the end of the game. See if I can make sure I can make it through this time without problems. Sweet Tea, Flowers, Gifts, and Custom Framing. Lumber City Drugs, The Bedroom Store, Laney Internal Medicine Group, Cotton Partners, Hazelhurst Auto, Pig Out Barbecue, Southern Roots Salon, Stone's Machine Shop, Comfort Zone Heating and Air, Whitfield and Brewdog PC, and South Georgia Dentistry. I'll get the rest here in a second.
So Elijah Phillips on to attempt the extra point. The kick is no good. It comes up short.
That's not Elijah Phillips.
Okay.
That's a different one. We'll have to. That's a different jersey on that one. Recognize our other ones there for the finish out our alumni group: Coleman Tire and Auto, Amogi Outdoors, Waters Service Center, Raglan Timber, Pallet One, McPherson Manufacturing, Renaissance Bank, Family Health Connections, Davis Farm and Garden, Theater of Hazelhurst, Jeff Davis County Farm Bureau, Bridgeford Church of God.
Fish Monsayak is the other kicker listed on the roster, so that may have been him wearing a different jersey than we have listed for him. But Fabian Valdemar will come on to kick it away, and this freshman kicker has shown a very strong leg on kickoffs. 4:19 remaining. Wilcox leads by 11. Mitch's Pharmacy kickoff sails high and deep and will roll into the end zone, and Wilcox will start at the 30-yard line. Well, Chris, it's been a good night overall. I think a successful scrimmage. We had some bumps in the road, but that's to be expected with a young team. And the other thing that Coach Helton mentioned, Wilcox got in most of a scrimmage game last week, and the old adage goes that you improve your most between your first and second games.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got a game under their belt, and this is our first touch of action. So, it's showing that they're a little more polished right now than we were.
They are, and you're right. That's some of it. We didn't have many penalties, but there's just been a little bit of miscommunication. We felt there was a gap in coverage here and there, which cost us. There was offsides right there by Wilcox. This is a younger group, and it's just one of those situations of we're young. There's butterflies tonight. We got started a little late because of weather delays, so there's some things that were off. But we're flying around the ball. We're working hard, and you see the makings of a strong program continuing here.
So I think it's going to bode well, be a good experience for all of our young Jackets as we get set to kick things off next week against Charlton County. Handoff straight ahead, a short gain on the play.
And he was working hard.
But he continues to pump his legs and drive forward for more yardage. He's going to end up with about 3 yards on the play. Going to bring up second down and about 12.
He gets back about 4 of those yards. About 2 yards away from the original line of scrimmage. Johnny Nutt, the quarterback.
Johnny Nutt, the quarterback. Takes a snap, turns, spins one way, pivots around, makes a throw, complete on the flats on the near side. A little wide receiver screen, but a good coverage by the Jackets. Messiah Swenson.
With a good open field tackle right there.
And Carter Galbraith rallying to the ball, and no gain on the play.
Got a guy down. Jim, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get our coaches with that mic going off. We'll be able to get a coach's interview at post game.
We'll give it a shot and see. Maybe Josh can ask Coach Helton to turn and face us over here, and maybe we'll can get a interview in, get some words in from Josh. Did you get your microphone changed over? And let's see. Make sure everything's working here before we get to our post-game interview.
I think he's down. There he goes. Josh? He's trying to talk.
All right.
Hey, maybe at the post-game you catch him about midfield on top of the crown. We might be able to get you if you get him kind of closer to this side. If they're shaking hands and all. I know they have some different rules for tonight with it being a scrimmage. So
third down and about 12 for Wilcox from their 28-yard line. Johnny Nutt and out of the gun with 4 receivers split wide out. Low snap. He picks it up, gets it covered. Now he's going to roll to the far side looking for someone to throw. Finally just throws it away. And that's one of the new rules in high school football this year, Chris. If you're outside the tackle box now, you can throw the ball away, similar to a high school and to college and pros. That's a one major rule change this year.
I tell you, Jim, I know we can't bring in all those rules that do, but the more that we can mirror those rules from what the armchair quarterback gets to see on Saturdays or on Sundays, it helps out these officials, because otherwise people are ripping them for things that they see happen on Saturdays and Sundays that can't happen in high school sports.
That's right. So Wilcox going to punt it away with 3:14 remaining in the ball game. High kick that's going to hit and bounce, and Messiah Swenson will run it down at about the 32-yard line.
So throw some. Josh said go back to channel 1.
All right, we're going to go back to channel 1 then.
Speaking of which, just throw this out there if you're still with us. If you're interested in helping coach or officiate, I know the rec department is needing help. They had a bunch of kids sign up for soccer. They're doing sign-ups for football. So they're looking for coaches to come out and cheerleading. And they're looking for coaches to come out and help them, and even needing officials. So if you're interested in doing that, reach out to the rec department.
1st and 10, Jackets. Swenson goes in motion. Going to give it ahead to Weaver. Weaver breaks in. Here he goes. He's downfield. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. Rides a man all the way down to the 20-yard line. And another big run by Ty Weaver.
Same side, busted it off the edge and kept going.
And he has flipped the field here for the Yellow Jackets. So they'll have it 1st and 10 at the Wilcox 18-yard line with 2:55 remaining in the ball game. Jackets down by 11. So it is a 2-score game, but
we're knocking on the door right here.
Latrell Sellers splits wide to the left. Swenson in motion. Handoff inside. I believe Gavin Coleman came in to give Ty Weaver a blow after that long run.
Pick up on a couple on the play. That brings up 2nd down.
We got a player that's taking a knee out there, struggling a little bit to get up. His shoes off as well. Looks like number 52, Austin Daniel, maybe a cramp or something. His shoes off. So the training crew coming out to check on him. That is your Jeff Davis walk-in clinic injury report. But as we were talking earlier, great game. They're over getting ready to go. We're still beating on the door right here, trying to put more points on the board, even though it is a 2-score game with 2.5 minutes to go here in a scrimmage game. Yellow Jackets still wanting to be competitive and pull out a victory here. Oh, turn on.
Turn back on. Had a little coughing spell there. So. But yes, it's been a very entertaining game. I've been very impressed with Wilcox quarterback Abe Stowe, and he's going to take them a long way in that Class Single A Division II, which is the smaller schools in Class A, and so that they're highly ranked and thinking to be a team that can go deep. They were a semifinal team last year in Class A Public.
Yeah, very competitive. And Jim, if you just heard, they're announcing we got a big cross country meet in Hazelhurst tomorrow.
Okay.
Out at Towns Bluff at the Heritage Park, and then got a big middle school tournament going on tomorrow at the middle school softball tournament at the rec department tomorrow. So 2 big events going on in Jeff Davis if you're looking for something to support the Yellow Jackets tomorrow in Hazelhurst. Also, don't forget, if you want a Century Club ticket to get you in those types of events, the high school selling them. Also gets you reserved seating at the high school football games. So reach out to the high school if you're interested in buying that, and it's a one-time fee. It gets you in the rest of the year to regular season games.
After the incomplete pass, it's 3rd down and 8. Carter Galbraith under center, and the Jackets, it's a movement on the offensive line, and that'll make it 3rd down and about 12.
He said try 4 now, so I don't know if he was able to come through on 1 or not. So we're going over to 4, Josh. I'll tell you just a second. All right, try now, Josh. We're on A4.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Still,
There
a little bit there.
There we got you. Galbraith rolling far side, looking to throw. Going to go downfield. Got a man open, diving attempt right at the goal line, and it comes up short. He's trying to hit Latrell Sellers on a slant pattern, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
And he had pressure right there in his face, Jim. He still got the ball off in a pretty decent throw, just to the outside of the reach of Latrell.
That tournament at the rec department tomorrow for softball has actually been canceled and moved to the high school at this time.
Gotcha. So it's going to be a tournament still happening just at the high school.
Correct.
All right, so the Jackets going to make a field goal attempt here on 4th down. They'll put the ball down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 37-yard attempt from Fabian Valdemar. Colby Beach, the holder. The kick is going to be just short. And so the score remains Wilcox 35, Jeff Davis 26, with 2:27 remaining in the ball game. So, a lot of things going on all around Jeff Davis County. Tell you what, it's been a long, I would say long, probably more like a short summer, but very hot summer. But boy, I tell you what, they had some, once again, a successful spring season with the rec department, sports out there, softball, baseball team, swimming. Our programs are out at the rec department seem to be growing by leaps and bounds.
They are. Don't forget there was golf, tennis. Our rec department's working hard to get all those things done. Again, right now they're needing coaches to help with the soccer program, football, cheerleading. All those sign-ups are going on. They need coaches to help out. They also need officials. If you you know, if you think you can call better than the stripes out here, what better opportunity to do is they go out to the rec department, try it, and see if you can master those skills.
Josh telling me that they have over 300 kids signed up for soccer.
Wow.
So that
they need all the help they can get, guys. If you ain't tried to corral, 6 years old through a 14-year-old in organized sports, go out there and have a little bit of fun.
loss on the play by Wilcox. That's going to make it second down and about 18. Clock running down to the 2-minute mark in the ball game. Wilcox continues to lead by 11, but the Jackets will, again, we said, you know, the old saying goes is you improve your most between your first game and second game. So, you know, we had not had a bad showing here overall. Sack there by the Jacket defense. So, you know, with the expected improvement between this week and next week when Charlton County comes to the Pinelands, I look for a real good game next week.
I do too, Jim. You know, and it's the first opening game, I think, for both programs, the regular season game.
Right.
And, you know, Charlton didn't have necessarily the run they wanted to have last year, so they're going to come in ready to go. And, Yellow Jackets have had a really good run the last couple of years, and so we're looking to capitalize on that with a young group. Oh, there we go. He's not beating it down.
And that's back. And look, Jeff Davis recovers in the end zone for a touchdown, an EP American Footwear touchdown. And I didn't catch who made the recovery. 88, that would be Jonathan Bohannon.
Quarterback went to pitch it out to his runner. Bohannon come through, was able to beat it down and recover it in the end zone. A big play by him.
1:02 remaining. Jackets cut the lead to 3. So Valdemar on for the extra point. And Chris, I believe Bohannon is also our new long snapper this year. A pretty good snap. Kick is up. A big, strong kick. That one's good. So with 1:02 remaining, Wilcox 35, Jeff Davis 33 here on the Yellow Jacket Football Jeff Davis Hospital Sports Network.
So the point after attempt is good for Jeff Davis.
Again, we appreciate our sponsors. We appreciate the work. I hate that you couldn't see those commercials tonight. We will have that fixed next week. But those of you that are sponsors with commercials, if you want to see them, go watch the coaches show from last night that is archived on YouTube. Again, next week, tickets for the game will be digital. So if you've got questions about that with the GoFan, go to, the high school will post something on Facebook, but also you can reach out to the high school about that. But next week we are excited to be able to be at home to start off our regular season game with a Pack the Pinelands night at the Pinelands in Hazelhurst.
So Fabian Valdemar will tee it up for the Mitch's Pharmacy kickoff here with 1:02 remaining. A little bit of a short kick. It will be taken about the 10-yard line, but they'll spot it at the 30, and that's where Wilcox will start another drive. And, another turnover. A scoop and score here. We could
make a little noise.
Might turn this thing around.
Jim, we were talking about we're down by 2 now.
Right.
Freshman kicker got a chance to attempt a 31-yard field goal.
Right.
That is huge here in a scrimmage game, and kind of a pressure situation, but not pressure.
Right.
For a freshman to get to do. I mean, next week if it comes down to it, he's had that attempt here in a real game scenario. So, that was a big move there by Coach Hilton letting him attempt that.
Abe Stowe back in the game. He's going to throw low and incomplete.
Pass incomplete to number 20. Intended receiver Hunter Halsey.
Clock stops with 56-7.
We're swapping all our guys too, Coach, Jim.
Yeah, they brought their starters back, and so we put our starting defense back in.
We better hurry though. That's too many people. I can just tell you that.
Coming near side, down the sideline, complete. And open field tackle by Camo Mansayak at the 40-yard line.
I'm guessing they're going to deny this penalty.
I would think they will. Big gain there by,
Or decline.
they'll decline the penalty. And so, again, the Jackets trying to respond to Wilcox County sending their starters back out. We had our reserve defense in.
Illegal substitution on Jeff Davis. Wilcox County declines it.
So 51 seconds remaining. I guess they wanted to work on their 2-minute offense here. And it's a scrimmage
That's
game.
understandable.
That's understandable. Man in motion across the formation. Going to give the handoff straight ahead. Got some running room inside. Going to almost break free. And it was
Wilcox County first down.
Jude Worthington that made the touchdown saving tackle there. But they're all the way down inside the 25. Another first down on the play. They snap it before the chains get set. Inside handoff, running down inside the 10 to the 5. Messiah Swenson on the tackle. Well, they're trying to push it down the field quickly here.
They found a little hole there in the middle.
First and goal. Again, man in motion. Going to be the pop pass, sweep to the far side. He looks like he's going to walk into the end zone for the touchdown. EP American Footwear touchdown for Wilcox County with 23 seconds remaining.
They want to come in, and I mean, like you said, they want to work on the 2-minute drive there.
Just a little over 23 seconds left in the ball game.
So that puts Wilcox 41 now, 33. And Stowe will come in to try to attempt the extra point. And it's good. So 23 seconds remaining. Wilcox 42, Jeff Davis 33. So still, even with that, Chris, that's that kind of caught us on our heels. Our starters have been over there kind of cooling their jets for a quarter, and all of a sudden they had to run out there on the field and try to react to a hurry-up offense.
Yeah, you can't really fault anybody right there on either side, because you got to do it. You got to finish with a purpose, and then you're just letting your guys get some reps and just had to make an adjustment there, and we did. Just like you said, trying to wait back up and get going again. Overall tonight, I'll tell you, take away from this game's we're heading in the right direction, even with a young group. There was some concern. I've talked to Coach Hill at a time or two. He wasn't sure how these young guys were going to respond this season. We knew we were going to be down a little bit.
You're right.
Because there's some big shoes to fill.
Big shoes to fill.
But what we've seen tonight, I feel confident that we're able to fill those shoes.
Absolutely.
It's going to depends on matchups and those type of things throughout the season, but it looks good. What we see tonight's promising. I know he's going to tell them that there's a lot of work to do. You can't miss coverage. One play down here a while ago, we were talking about it. The kid, instead of keeping outside contained, ended up going up underneath. Quarterback come out on top. I'm sure that will be brought up in film session. Talking about little things like that. So that's where you talk about you're always better game 2 than you are game 1.
Yeah.
This kickoff here is fixing to happen. It's going to be a dead ball. So as we're talking about it. It's just one of those scenarios of they're going to work hard this week on capitalize on those. And the thing you can't sleep on with Charlton County is they're going to be fast, they're going to be strong, and they're going to be disciplined.
That's right. And so we'll have our hands full next week in the Pinelands as the Indians from Charlton County renew a series that has been dormant for a while, but we had some really exciting games with them back in the mid-90s, and then they kind of had their way with us while we were down, and they were rolling in state championships one after the other. But it'd be good to see Charlton County back on the schedule and back in the Pinelands.
It'll be a good little challenge. We'll get to see next week. Definitely a different mindset. Wilcox is nothing to, like we've talked about, it's nothing to take away from. They're a high-quality team. So we're not taking anything away from them, but Charlton in a live game situation, you play a little different. Even though this is a live spot here,
right,
it's still a scrimmage game at the end of the day.
That's right. And that's going to be your ball game. Your final score, it will be Wilcox County 42, Jeff Davis 33. And so that will wind things up here. And we'll stay right here. We'll catch Josh Horton with our Bank of Hazelhurst coaches interview here as Coach Helton leads his team out for the handshake. So we'll be ready to go next week. As we said, Chris, a lot of positives to have in this, and to take away from this one as we get ready to start the regular season next week. And boy, that's going to be a big thing to start at home and against a quality team like Charlton County.
It is, and we need the support. It is Pack the Pinelands night, and that is that's a big night. We want to get everybody out there. If you don't know the schedule for the home games, please look at the schedule. We've got next week's Pack the Pinelands when Pierce comes to town. That's Legends night. I don't know past that at home what we got going on, but those are the first two home games. Again, there's everything for football will be Go Fan digital tickets. And I think they're also for softball. I think the all games are going to digital tickets. If you're interested in a Century Club ticket, which will get you into any high school or middle school game all year long with a one-time fee, reach out to the high school. They can do it. It will get you reserved seating at the football games. But reach out to the high school. They can fill you in on more information, the prices, and all that. But it's a one-time fee to get you into everything, regular season thing throughout the year. Josh has him hemmed up, but there goes Coach walking to the other side. We'll see if we can still get him.
We'll catch him after he huddles up with the team.
Easy pulling buttons there.
Yep. So again, we get ready to
that's what I'm waiting on.
Yeah. Well, our cameraman shut down here, but we're going to stay right here till we get a chance to talk with Coach Lance Helton. Apologize that camera went out a little quick on us there, but
You're fine. You keep rolling.
yeah, keep going.
Not you. You're on a completely different feed. But again, Jim, we're sitting there talking. There's lots of things going on, lots of positives. We appreciate Richard Riles, Miss Helton, Miss Lawson. Their groups are putting a lot of this stuff together that you saw tonight. Wait until next week because we've got commercials that will be running that these students have put together. Lots of things are happening inside Jeff Davis County School District to make our students, to allow our students to be involved in multiple different ways, whether it's by design or whether it's by artwork or whether it's by technology or different things of that nature. So this is a big thing, and we're very excited. We know we had a couple hiccups getting started tonight, but
shut down yet?
But we didn't tell her. But we had a couple hiccups getting started tonight with a little bit of technology. But again, that's to be expected because everywhere we go, there's different frequencies, there's different signals that we have to combat. So it is a growing process, but we got 95% of it going. I would be confident with tonight, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Share it. If you were on the YouTube channel tonight, subscribe to it, and hit the bell so it'll ding for you and give you notifications when we go live. We also have it. Jim, what is the radio app?
The Network One Sports, which gets you the live audio feed, and
thank you.
So we, you can go there, networkonesports.com. There's it says find station. You know we're not a station, but click there, click on the state of Georgia, and you'll see Jeff Davis right in the list there. And then once you get to the Jeff Davis page on Network One Sports, go ahead and bookmark it, and you'll be able to take it, go right to it directly. Also, if you go there using the browser on your phone, there's a button that will come up there that says, put the link on your home screen, and you follow the instructions there, and that will put the link right on your home screen. Looks like,
guys, we're going to try to get him out here.
Okay. We got Panko Hazelhurst, coach's interview.
On a year where you got to basically reset the line of scrimmage, a lot of young guys. Tell this community what you're going into this week. Like you said in this huddle right here, on the column. Looking forward to this week. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, here's the deal. Jeff's teams don't cramp. Jeff Davis teams don't hurt themselves, and we did those things, and that's un-Jeff Davis-like, and ultimately that falls on my shoulders. It's not these kids' fault. It's mine. It's not our assistant coach's fault. It's mine. But I'm going to work on us next week. I promise you. I'm gonna work hard to get it fixed. And Wilcox is a very talented football team. They got really good players, and you know, it was a great test for us yet again. I'm really excited about our direction. We just got to get through these hard parts. We got to quit fighting against each other, and when we do that, I'm really excited to see how good we can be.
Thank you, Coach. Looking forward to next week.
There's Coach Lance Helton and Josh Horton with our Banker Hazelhurst sideline coaches interview. Thank you, Josh, for your fine work on the sidelines tonight. And Chris, get ready for season opener next week in the Pinelands.
It is, and we're excited. Charlton County Indians come to town. Let's pack the Pinelands. We want everybody to come out and see what all the kids are doing and how much these coaches are working hard. You know, if you can't make it, join us. The link is going to be shared on the Jeff Davis High School Facebook page so that you can follow it that way and help us out by sharing it. But, you know, great things are happening, and we're excited for it. Jim, I've been waiting a long time for opening day.
I have been too, and it's upon us. So get ready for next week. Let's pack out the Pinelands. That's going to do it here tonight for sideline reporter Josh Horton, for Chris Davis here in the booth, our student production crew doing a fine job. This is Jim Sewell saying good night, everybody.